Welcome back to another beautiful day in the Matrix. We got another awesome live stream. We're going to be talking about the launch of AlienX. AlienX is an alien invasion. It's coming straight to this ecosystem, and we're really excited because we just had a really smooth launch. Everything's up and rolling, and I got some guests. We got the Mo on the live stream who'll be peering in and out, and then I got my boy Trey Souls up in the cut. What up, Trey? How we doing?
Yo, what's popping? I think it even looks like maybe we just have Scotty Blaze in to join us as well. Look, bro, I'm amped up. There's 28, there's 33 in here. We're getting after it right now. All the numbers, all the signs are pointing in the right direction. Like you said, a smooth launch. Shout out Alien X team and all of those involved. This is hard work paying off. The UI is awesome. The gas prices are up. We are in business, baby. Super, super glad to be here today. Thank you for having me on, Chris.
Yes, sir. It's great, man, because we've been talking about this project for a minute, and it all started with like a conversation when Goo God, hit us up and was just like, "Hey, I think we should rock and roll with something. There's something here on AlienX because after we went through the crazy inflation phase and then hyper kicked in and stabilized the ecosystem, things started blowing up, and people started realizing like, there's something here." And I think the really aha moment for a lot of people was, "Hey." This is basically very similar to Ethereum. It's a leverage position, so it's basically Ethereum, but with the inflationary and deflationary mechanisms. So it goes from inflationary to deflation. It basically appreciates much faster compared to Ethereum. So it has everything from incentivization to build on top of it, store value mechanics. It's got the staking. It's just a really great new approach to launch pads built on top of Ethereum. So overall, I think, when that came out, something clicked and Google was like, hey, maybe we should do something. And that's how AlienX came to its inception. I remember calling you about this and I was like, yo, here's what I got cooking. And I remember your reaction was like, bro, this is a great idea. And so we linked up with the Accelerate guys. They did a phenomenal job of, working with the dev, getting everything ready to roll. We brought out the marketing. We really pushed hard. Goo God's been basically commenting on every single post. Like I go in his replies and he has like 200 replies in like 4 hours. I don't know how the hell that guy does it. But overall, man, it's awesome. What's your thoughts on this, Trey?
Look, man, I got to sit and listen to a very insightful stream this morning with Jake and Rags. That thing was so nice. If you guys haven't had a chance, should definitely go give that a listen. Check out Rags to Riches. Uh, Look, man, this ecosystem is unlike anything else we've ever seen. And to be a part of the innovation that's trying to change the best practices and standards in DeFi, it's honestly sometimes it's surreal because it's hard to trailblaze and it's hard to pioneer without, I think, really feeling alone. But Titan X ecosystem has made it feel as if we're really not alone. And we can see that as the people stream in here today. They flood into the streams, they comment, they show love, they give super chats. They're all in. You got builders here, streamers here with us today. So it doesn't feel like we have to go this road alone, and we can actually push forward, building these protocols into the future, building scarcity on top of scarcity, utilizing TitanX, like you said, as almost as a launch pad, and creating DeFi and building it ourselves. If no one's going to do it for you, you need to be able to go do it yourself. And so I think that do it yourself mentality is really what fuels this ecosystem. And I think that meritocracy is something that Jake touches upon a lot. And it's really important to know that when we put our work and our efforts into something like this, there's going to be fruit from these efforts. And so that's just incentive to continue building and continue growing. So I'm couldn't be more excited to be a part of something that is pioneering and trailblazing, in my opinion.
Love it, dude. Great analysis. And with the build of this ecosystem, the one thing that we're looking for. Oh, dude, the Mo is abducted. Like, look at this. It says the Mo's abductive underscore help. He's got the alien and the little Mo in the back, man. Oh man, I love that dude. Good stuff. There he is. There he is. There's Legend. What's up, the Mo? How we doing?
What's up? Hey, the aliens have landed, and I can tell you it is confirmed there is already 180 billion aliens. Good
Oh my
Lord, we're getting overrun. Help!
180 billion. I love that.
alien, yo.
Actually, let's take a quick look at that real quick. I mean, we probably need to go through. We'll go through the white paper and just mechanics one more time. But look at this, 181 AlienX. So that means 181 billion TinyX went into this. So if we come over here, let's see. I'm just curious about the dollar amount. So TinyX wise, that is about right around 250K. Crazy. In about how many hours was that? 2 hours?
Couple hours. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice start, brother. Nice start. Congratulations.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, thank you. And hey, man, thank you for the support. You know, shout out to the Mo, man. This guy's always live streaming, man. Like, I swear, every time I drop on X, I always see the little live stream around your little logo. And you're always talking to somebody. You're talking to Jake. You're talking to the Ouroboros guys. You're talking to who were you talking the other day? I don't know. But long story short, you put in the work, you're doing your thing, man, and really do appreciate what you do for not only supporting us, but also supporting the community. So
Appreciate you. I think
Mo,
Callum
he
was the
just
last solid stream I did that I had scheduled. I've been a little off schedule right now, but Callum's awesome. He's been doing great. And then all the protocols, I'm trying to help everybody. So mad support to you guys. Mad support to AlienX. Love this. Let's fucking go.
yes, sir. Let's freaking go. Absolutely love it. Now, just to build off, just looking at the burn right now, we got about is that 42 billion time X in the buy and burn. Oh, okay. So this is for the Alien X. Yeah, buy and burn function used to use time X to buy Alien X to burn it. And they also have the AlienX core, and then we also have everything starting up where we buy Inferno and then use that to burn AlienX. So yeah, that's going to be starting after we get through the claim phase tomorrow. Right now we're in the 24-hour mint phase. So I'm gonna if it's cool with you guys, I'm just gonna go through the white paper real quick because a lot of people were having questions, and then after that we'll just get in and just take a look at some statistics and all that good stuff. So starting off with the AlienX files, we have the X files. Great job by our boy Scott. I know he's in this live stream right now. He actually put this together. His creativity for this type of stuff is awesome, and you can already tell this white paper is phenomenal. So, long story short, AlienX. There's 8 weekly mint cycles. It's basically building on top of Inferno. There's 2 buy and burns, which we're gonna get into in a minute. We have an AlienX buy and burn from the Inferno side, and then also from the TinyX side. Very simple. Now, right now, we're going through the mint phase. And so there's going to be an 8 weekly mint phase, like just spoke about. Starting week 1, it's going to be 1-1. So for every 1 TinyX you mint, you get 1 AlienX. And it goes down by 8% every week until we get to week 8. And the ratio is going to be 1 to 0.44. Now, what's crazy about these 8 weeks, the Mo or Trey, you want to take a guess why these 8 weeks are going to be extremely important? And I'm talking for the TinyX ecosystem, the next 8 weeks. Why is it going to be extremely important for the TinyX ecosystem?
hyperdeflation.
Yes, sir. Hyperdeflation. We're going to be implementing this protocol for the next 8 weeks during the hyperdeflationary phase of TinyX. And you understand why this is really big when we get over to the mint phase allocation. Now, liquidity pools. 2 main liquidity pools. TinyX, AlienX, Inferno, AlienX. Now, mint phase allocation. Remember, we talked about hyperdeflationary just earlier. So the reason why this is going to be very important for the mint during the mid phase allocation, especially for the hyperdeflationary phase. 1 second. Sorry, guys, my Wi-Fi is a little sketched out. 20% of all the TinyX that goes into this DApp is going to burn TinyX. 20%. So the next 8 weeks, we're going to start phasing into hyperdeflationary, and then we're going to be burning 20% of whatever goes into this DApp. So when you think of hyperdeflationary, it's acceleration of the amount of tokens being removed from the market AlienX just wants to increase that process and speed it up a little bit. So actually, no, excuse me, increase the impact and then speed up the process a little bit. Now, during the mid phase, we have the 20% goes into the straight TitanX burn off the market. 28% is sent to the buy Inferno Vault. 28% is going to be sent to the AlienX buy and burn. We got Ali Kane up in the cut. What's up, brother? How we doing? There he is. What's up, Ali? How we doing? Can you hear us? Hey, you're muted.
He's on mute.
Yeah,
There you go.
how's it going?
What's up, brother? How we doing?
Another successful launch, another stressful day, but yeah, wow, brilliant participation already. So yeah, congratulations everyone. The team worked their
Hey,
asses
man.
off. Yeah, it's looking good.
Hey, man, congratulations to you, man. You did 2 launches in less than a week. You're grinding.
Yeah, that's it. Elon only did 1.
Man, that's awesome, man. But hey, man, you did great work. The launch is smooth. Everything was phenomenal. Marketing was on point. I mean, overall, everything is great. And we're sitting at about, what was it, 180 billion TitanX in the mid phase protocol.
Wow,
Almost
yeah, 'cause
182.
Crazy.
Crazy,
I mean,
man.
to get to 200 in this short period of time is pretty damn good going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then we also got another
Couple
guest. We
hours.
got Bad Sports coming in. And then we got
Yay.
Scotty Plays up here. There he is. What's up, Bad Sports? I love the background. Good stuff.
Yeah, how you doing? My I think my
Nice.
Wi-Fi is a bit fucked up. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. It's all good, man. It's all good. No worries. No worries. Just give you guys a special shout out. Shout out to the XLR8 team, Bad Sports, Ali Kane, Scotty Blaze. They put in so much work into this protocol to get it running smoothly out to market. And the week before, they were doing great work with AwesomeX and Dave. So, man, you guys have been doing phenomenal jobs. And, hats off to all 3 of you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, how does it
We'll
feel
just-
for you how does it feel for you, man, to have a project out there?
Feels great, man. Feels great. We got, I was talking to Goo God and, we really want to do something and add to the Memify space and then also add to the TitanX space. And, it's great that there's a project out there that's based on some of the great stuff we've seen in the Memecoin space, but also it's benefit the entire TitanX ecosystem by burning so much TitanX. So it's kind of like our contribution to the most important phase of TitanX. What's your thoughts on that?
It's kind of insane. I've already posted a couple of tweets out just saying the amount of TitanX that we've already burned. I think the last tweet I put out was like 32 billion TitanX has already been burned by Alien Tech. So that's a pretty impressive stat. It's only just over 2 hours old.
Yeah, it's crazy. And when you look at this and you see a lot of this TitanX being removed from circulation, what that's going to do is when the buy and burn on the TitanX side comes in, the impact of the buy and burn is going to be much more. And you're going to start feeling the effects a couple of days down the road. On top of that, today is one of our highest mid phases in TitanX. I believe we're having somewhere right around 500 million, 600 million or is it billion? I'm sorry. 500 to 600 billion TitanX hit the market. We'll look at the statistic in a minute. And then after that, it's going to drop even more going into day 369 when we start to see the massive staking payout that goes to Helios and DragonX protocol. So I think overall, the launch of this in numerology and astrology terms, perfect. The launch of this for the TitanX ecosystem, perfect. It's just all the stars align. Bad Sports, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I
Can you hear
think
us,
it's
man?
perfect. I think yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We're good to go.
Yeah. No, I think you guys you guys timed this perfectly. And you knew exactly when you wanted to launch it. It was you always had it in mind that you wanted to launch around this time with the hyperdeflationary phase coming up. And then obviously I just think even this morning when I woke up and just the markets generally just look ready to absolutely fucking rip. And I said in the group, I was like, I think today is like such an awesome day to launch. I think it's all timed perfectly. and the launch was so smooth. Like everything was great, real good start. Yeah, man, just everything's smooth. I've got kind of but I've had a nice adrenaline buzz today. I've been going through the waves, and now I'm just chilling, feeling pretty happy. So yeah, all good, man.
It is
Yeah, man.
bloody stressful, man, isn't it? I don't know about you guys, but on the launch days, you put so much effort into everything, and it's obviously you get your audits and all done, but there's always that little bit of, it's not worry, it's just there's always that little bit of anxiety that everything has to be perfect, and it is bloody stressful, and there's no doubt about it.
Can I just say as well? I know you're concentrating on the what it's going to do for Titan X, which is great, and it is, the actual burn of Titan X is great. But don't forget to look at what it's going to do for Inferno, because the amount that it's actually going over the next week, everything that comes in that's going to buy Inferno is going to over the next week buy Inferno, and that's just going to do, I mean, in theory, going to do crazy things for Inferno. So, there's going to be a lot of happy people in Inferno by the looks of it. So, definitely don't overlook that side of it.
Hey, man, great analysis, and I agree with you 100%, Scott. This is going to also be very big for the Inferno Memify space, because AlienX is going to kick this thing off, and then we got GodeX coming down the road, and then I'm sure we're going to have I know of another confirmed protocol building on top of Inferno, and then I'm sure we're going to have a huge wave coming in. So by just getting AlienX to get the wheel spinning, I think potentially Memify is going to explode. It's going to catch a lot of people by surprise in this ecosystem. Now, just phasing over here, we'll check out Inferno, just like Scott was talking about. But today, we are expecting 615 billion Tinex to hit the market. Tomorrow, 514 billion. And then on the 21st, we're going to be sitting at about under 500 billion. So starting tomorrow, that is going to be the last time you're going to see 500 billion Tinex hit the market for a minute. And then after that, it's going to keep going down, 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 down. And then we're going to get closer to, I believe it's, I think day 369 is like November 1st or November 2nd. And then we're going to be right in this phase. So that's going to be very close to, I believe, our third mint phase, or maybe we'll be within our second. I don't know if I got the dates right here. I need to double check. That would be 1, 2. Yeah. So we'd be right when day 369, that'll be week 3 of the AlienX mint phase. So it's actually phenomenal timing. And we got some time behind the protocol and a lot of those buy burns to add up. Trey Souls, any thoughts on this?
My mind's just blown, dude, at how much it's gonna burn, dude. The 20% is aggressive, man, and we're really about to see the power of what Titan-X protocols can do that want to burn this much. So I like how aggressive it is, bro. I think aliens are setting the tone in this ecosystem, and we're just at the beginning. Like we're just at the start line. So I don't know really how I can think about it, because it's something I've never experienced in my life.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, phasing over to the Inferno chart, you guys can definitely see the impact of AlienX already had on Inferno. So today alone, we're sitting at about 20% up, and then now we're sitting at about 40%. So overall, this Ali, real quick. So overall, we're already seeing the impact, and once we started to see the protocol go into full motion, there's a good chance that this will be the start of a nice leg up for Inferno. Because keep in mind, just like Scott was saying, we got 28% into the mint phase is going to go straight in, buy Inferno, and use that Inferno to slowly burn AlienX off the market. And then on the other side, we're going to use 8% of that to basically burn. We'll send it to we're going to use 16% to send it to 2 buy and burn contracts on the Inferno Flux protocol. And that's going to be used to assist with the LP for the Flux to the Inferno protocol. And then that's also going to be used to slowly burn Inferno off the market. So overall, I think it's going to be really, really good, positive outcome for not only the AlienX ecosystem, but the Inferno ecosystem and also the Flux ecosystem, because it's just 3 big wheels working together into a machine. So good stuff. The Mo, any thoughts on all this?
Yeah, hey, I put a screen up if you want to share this. It's an alternative way to look at future minting in Titan X. So on the chart on the right and then the chart on the bottom, that's your future mintable by week and your future mintable by month. And look at that. Like, look at this one right here. Future mintable by week, 143 billion, 8 billion. Just like that. We go from 143 billion to 8. And we're in single digits and billions the whole way out. Look at that.
Yes, sir.
That's even by month right there. And so besides that, you can take that off. Besides that, you guys have me so damn bullish on this that I minted more while you guys were talking.
I love it, man. It's a glitch in the matrix. And we got the legendary Jake Sharp up in the cut coming in to check out. What's up, my man? How we doing?
Good. The aliens have invaded. It started.
Bro. It started. We're coming from the 28th dimension. We're invading from Nibiru. Screw the Anunnakis. It's all about the AlienX aliens. Love it, man. Hey, I saw you on a live stream with Brandon this morning. How did that go?
Good. I think I think it went pretty well. I hope so.
That's good. That's good.
From what I saw, it was awesome stream.
Yeah, did you watch it?
Yeah, I caught the second half. I was sleeping when you guys started.
Listen, can I just say as well?
Slacking.
I watched it, and one thing I like about, and it's you see it a lot in Titan X ecosystem, is you and Brandon did blatantly disagree on something, and you didn't, normally people in crypto argue, kick off, but you both had your conversation, you both talked about it, and then you still had your individual opinion and carried on, and it's all sweet. You see that a lot in the Titan X ecosystem, which obviously shows from what we're building as well. So yeah, it was a really good stream. Anyone that's not watched it, definitely go and watch it.
Yeah,
nice.
No, it's awesome, man. And I spoke to Brandon, and he loves Titan X. He loves the ecosystem. He loves the support for development, and he's really excited to build Morpheus on top of Titan X. And I really like Morpheus just from the branding, because anything Matrix gets an A+ in my book. Doesn't matter what character it is or whatnot. If he's got the Matrix, I'm all about it, baby. But I think ultimately, I'm really excited to see what he brings, because he has an extremely creative mind, and he really he approaches things from a much different perspective than the average crypto guy. And those types of guys who have the very innovative thought process typically really, really surprise you with the type of projects they bring out. Jake, any thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, we were talking in the back room after the stream. There's some cool shit coming on Morpheus. And when he announces it, people are going to be like, okay, this is a fucking cool idea. So it's going to be nice.
Yeah, man.
And most would.
Yeah, man. I agree, man. And honestly, he did tell me some things, and we can't put it out. Go ahead. He did tell me some things, and I'm excited to see it roll out, man, because I think his Morpheus project is just a start, and then it's going to be a continuous cycle of new innovative stuff being built on top of it. So good stuff across the board. Yeah, guys.
AlienX is going well. Like 185 billion Titan X has gone into Alien in the first 2 hours. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's about $250,000 in dollar amount, just for you guys, for you guys trying to do the math on that. It's actually looking pretty good. And then keep in mind, 20% of this is just going to burn Titan X right off the market. So it's really exciting. And the Mo showed this awesome graph about, I still have it right here. He's showing this awesome graph about the future mintable Titan X supply. And so this cycle is going to end close to the middle of December, and that's when we start to see the supply just drop off a cliff coming out in the future. So the timing of this is perfect. The stars align with astrology, numerology, and hey man, the numbers make sense. So we're gonna break the matrix, and we're invading from Nibiru, from the 28th dimension.
I mean, numerology is good. Count me in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Good stuff, man. So I just want to run through one more quick thing, just through the white paper, and then we'll get into the BSing around. Just kidding. But just want to let you guys know, just a breakdown, 20% is going to get sent into the buy Inferno vault. So keep in mind, a lot of this is going to go in, buy Inferno, prop up that ecosystem, and then it's going to use that stored value to burn AlienX in the future. 20% AlienX buy and burn. There's going to be a cycle every week of the amount of AlienX bought and burn off the market. 20% 10x burn, and we got 8% sent to the Inferno burn 2.0, and then 8% sent to the Flux Inferno buy and burn. This is going to be used to help out with the LP between Flux and Inferno, and then it's also going to be used to burn Inferno. So not only are we buying Inferno up, we're also burning it to increase the value of those burns into the future. That's the theory. 2% goes to a pull and burn, and then 6% goes straight to Genesis. Now, the AlienX buy and burn, this is going to be a weekly burn schedule. So of all that 28% that comes in, 14.1% of that is going to be burned every single week. And starting on Thursday, we'd do 2.6%, Friday, 2.8%, Saturday, 2.8%, Sunday, 0.8%, Monday, 0.8%, Tuesday, 1.7%, Wednesday, 2.6%. All that add up to 8s because of numerology, of course. And then, so we're burning from the TinyX side. And then the remaining 85.9% that's left over gets rolled over to the next week. The reason why we do this rollover is to increase the value of that buy and burn from the TinyX side in the foreseeable future, so that when we get to the later stages of the mid cycle, the burns theoretically are going to be much more. That's the theory behind this. Now, next thing, of all that Inferno being bought off from the market, there's going to be a 0.88% burn from Inferno to AlienX. So that's going to be propagated out into the future. And it's also going to add to the amount of AlienX burned every single week. So this is what I call a dual wield buy and burn. On top of that, we do have a tax allocation. There's going to be a 2.08% tax on buys and sells and transfers. That tax is broken down to 50% of it. It's going to have AlienX burned forever. And then 50% of that AlienX is going to be sent to an AlienX LP to help out with the liquidity liquidity pairs. Excuse me, trip up on my words. So, and we also have audits done for this project. So we have 2 audits ready to rock and roll. You guys can check it out here on the white paper. So across the board, guys, great protocol. Really excited to see how this dual buy and burn is going to play out. And I think it's going to be great. Jake, I'm really curious. What do you think about this Memefy sector being built up on top of Inferno? What's your overall thoughts and opinions of it?
I like it. I like it a lot. I think Memefy is pretty awesome because it's simple to understand. It brings in a different crowd of people, definitely a different crowd of people. Because you have protocols like Ouroboros, relatively advanced to understand. It's like hardcore DeFi. But that Memefy is like easier for retail to understand. It's a fair opportunity. It's essentially a meme that is easily brandable, easy to share, works very similarly to a meme, but has that hyperinflationary TinyX backing and buy and burns in the background. I like it because it still has all the power of a meme, just with better backing. I like it. It's good. And fair launch.
Yeah, it's great, man. And you know, this market, I know we spoke about this in past slashing, but this is for all the new people that haven't heard this explanation. This is a meme coin market. Me and Trey Souls, we go crazy in meme coins. There's actually one point where we looked at our wallets, dude, and we're just like, bro, what the heck are we buying? We bought some weird stuff. It was insane. And that's when it clicked for me. These meme coins are building these brands, and they're building on top of these brands, and that's how they establish themselves in the market because of what we've seen with like VC funds. The thing about TinyX is it's such a unique ecosystem and unique project that already identified the issues with VC unlocks and these companies just dumping tokens on their investors and their buyers and retail. And so that's why so many people like meme coins and whatnot. But on the flip side, we see a lot of rug pulls with meme coins and all the sketchiness. So when the Blaze team came out with Inferno, I thought it was a phenomenal with AlienX, it takes all the best components, adds on top of it, and adds this crazy approach to a new industry building on top of TinyX. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's good. So the dual buy and burn on AlienX, I like. Another thing that could be interesting is, so a portion goes to liquidity. Have you thought about adding liquidity to all the hyperdeflationary assets and build on TitanX?
Yes, sir. That's our goal, man.
Okay, nice.
That's our goal.
Yeah, because then you have Autobots just feeding the burn. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And on top of that, when you have that many market makers, it's just going to increase the burn indirectly. So yeah, great. Yeah, no, great
Nice.
idea. So, and here's the other thing I was also looking at for especially for Inferno. I'm gonna come over to Element 280, and shout out to the dude. Awesome guy. Reminds me of Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Just kidding. But just taking a look at some of these stats, I really enjoy just looking at the Element 280 stats. And if I come over here to the buy and burn, the Inferno, they have over 130 billion TitanX that's going to be used to burn Inferno right off the market. So this is absolutely crazy. Trey Souls, any thoughts on this, my man?
Well, first off, I think shout out to the dude. Somebody else said it already. This is a top-notch UI. This thing is so sick, super nice. But again, look, I mean, here we are, bro. It's like the perfect storm. Seeing MemeFi and NFT, all of this stuff crossing together to accomplish one goal, man. And all at hyperdeflation time. Look, man, it's really simple for me at this point. Now it's just decide, where do I want to put a little bit of TitanX. So, I mean, look, guys, Element 280 is a solid choice, and I think Chris has been preaching it on live streams for the past 2 months. This thing is going to be a pillar, a cornerstone in the Helios and TitanX ecosystem. So, man, I'm bullish, and I was on there yesterday playing around with TitanX. So, yeah, bro, love it.
Yeah, I look at the stats for Element 280. The stats page.
Gotcha.
The supply stats also look very interesting because our bots are arbing all the pairs. So a large percentage has been burned. This is the tax burn and the buy and burn.
Wow.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And, I'm looking at so we got AlienX coming out. It's going to buy up a bunch of Inferno. And then they're burning, I think it's like between 100 and 150K worth of Inferno in the foreseeable future. So I think just for Inferno, this is like the craziest catalyst point, especially for this little sub ecosystem within the TitanX matrix. So it's phenomenal across the board, man. I love this project, dude. I might try to go mint another NFT before they close, or actually before TitanX goes crazy, because 10 billion TitanX is a lot, and I'm sure it's gonna get crazy in the future. So yeah. So yeah, guys, really good stuff. And then just taking a look at the price chart right now. So we're coming down. Hopefully that wasn't a double top. So we'll have to see. I want to take a look at the MACD real quick, because what I find with the MACD, it's going to show you when. Oh, okay, here we go. So we're still in a bullish divergence on the daily for Inferno, and we still broke the RSI. So the RSI came up, boom, back tested, boom. Yeah, so it looks like the Inferno chart has a confirmed breakout. I'm just curious to see if it can get up here and pass 2.6. So be interesting to see how it plays out. But overall, man, I love this chart. And if you look at all the other TitanX charts, it looks absolutely beautiful. So yeah, good stuff, man. So cool. So real question now is, Mo, when are you launching your project, man?
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
That's all you're getting. You're getting that. We'll see.
That's all we're getting.
No alpha, Mo. Come on, dude. We need alpha.
There's a Dong X out there, but it's not mine. I already saw there's a Dong X page. I'm like, that's not me. I did not do that. I'll actually let you guys know if I do something. I did not do that. 100%. I'm not.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I saw that. I think we're getting this point where there's going to be a lot of memes that are going to launch on top of AlienX, and I guarantee you, when AlienX goes viral, there's going to be hundreds of these coins from Anon developers launching on top and doing all this craziness. Jake, any thoughts on this?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I was looking on chain. DongX is from Rudy.
Oh,
The guy
is
that
it
got
that
tickets.
motherfucker? That motherfucker. Of course.
Did he really
would
launch
have
that?
done That's
Yeah.
too fucking funny.
I'm almost 100% certain because the on-chain activity is the same as the JKX launch.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's weaponized
Yeah.
autism in effect.
I love that line. God, and then y'all pulled me on stream while I was repeating it to one of the seniors. I thought it was so funny. And then I was
That's
like,
crazy. Is there
Yeah,
is there
you
like a
remember that?
tax on this token? Is there a
think
tax on
so, yeah.
DongX? Okay.
I
Because
think
I'm
there
looking
are
at.
you already degenning and you're looking at DongX now? Get out of here. Don't do that. Hey, not to backtrack,
man.
but did you have you noticed all the routing through the Element 280 pairs?
Oh, yeah.
I've looked at a lot of transactions and been like, wow, look at how much is routing through the Element 280. There's so many
Yeah, it's a
pools that are
lot.
just, yeah, it's awesome. There's so much
Like
arbing
volume.
going on. And correct me if I'm wrong, but everything that goes through those pairs is paying a buy and a sell tax, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So all that arbing
pretty-
is just
it's pretty
feeding the
hardcore.
Element 280 system. Yeah.
Because with Element 280, it's so during the mint phase is 16% tax, so it's 16 in, 16 out. So it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
That's
and then
bonkers.
after that
And
28-day phase, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just like, that's bonkers. And the ARBs are still doing it. Like they're still finding the profit to keep doing it. Because there's so much being routed through there. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I think it's brilliant because if you guys own the NFT, you're going to get 12.8% of that. And then it's going to drop down to 2.4%. And then it's just going to keep burning. And then once you get to that 4%, it's going to be standard. So I love checking out and also just looking at the E280 chart. Something actually is interesting forming on the price chart. You can actually slowly see the price floor settle out. So we came up and then, there's an ARB opportunity and then came down. A lot of people were freaking out about this, but I thought it was just, peas and carrots, in my opinion. And if you just look at this, how it's just trading sideways, it's actually forming this price floor. Well, let me get the AlienX pair because it'll be easier to see with the AlienX pair, not the DragonX pair. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be the thickest. This is going to have the thickest liquidity. So this is one thing I learned from PDI and Atropa. If you just take the token and then you look at the base pair, so AlienX, you can kind of see how this is slowly starting to arc up a little bit. This is the ever expanding price floor, and this is what you can use for Atropa and PDI when that developer created their approach to adding value to the Pulsion ecosystem. So yeah, man, overall, shout out to the dude. Excited to see how this plays out. And like I said, I still think Helios is a massive sleeper with all those funds going to the treasury. So Jake, we got day 369 coming around the corner. What's your thoughts on this? And what are some things that you expect?
Hyperdeflationary, baby!
Yes, sir.
Woo! Fucking finally. After this
Every
long.
time you say deflationary to him, he starts smiling. He's like, "Yee."
Same. That's the official start, man. Because it was always designed to become hyperdeflationary, and it's insane. Because when you look at the AlienX stats, right now liquid is below 23.2%. This
Yes,
is
sir.
during inflation. During inflation. So just imagine what this looks like with hyperdeflation.
You know what? AlienX, we're gonna make sure liquid gets to 8%. That's what AlienX is going to do. 8%. It's coded in the matrix.
It's coded.
So
We're
it's coded,
down almost
but,
a trillion AlienX in one day.
Oh,
Yep.
really? Wow.
Yeah, it was at 49 trillion 200 billion when I checked sometime yesterday. Now we're down to 48.5, under 48.5 trillion. So about 800
Also, the
billion
Ouroboros
in a day.
launch. The
Yeah.
Ouroboros launch has gone very smooth. So far, everything's
Yeah.
good.
And now it's in
Take a look at
farms, which should give it a nice
Yeah, it's-
foundation by being in farms.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
know,
you're gonna have to
just look
refresh your
at.
page.
I gotta refresh it. Yeah. Here, let me. Sometimes the screen share gets jacked up. Okay, here we go. So Ouroboros, was it an LP? Was that 401 billion? And then TinyX, it's 1.6 billion. So smooth launch overall.
Billion.
Looks phenomenal. And then on top of that, we're looking at Bill and TinyX protocols, close to 22% of the TinyX is in it. And then the liquid supply is sitting at 23%. So I put a tweet about this last night. When we started to see the liquid go below the Bill and TinyX protocols, and we start getting like below the teens, it's going to get stupid, man. It's going to get crazy. That supply shock is going to be insane, because what that tells me is the Bill and TinyX protocols is getting the most of the TinyX supply, and there's a huge demand from the Bill and TinyX protocols for more TinyX, and then that's when we're going to start to see a supply crunch. Any thoughts on that from any of y'all?
Yeah. Also, like a hyper, you can kind of include hyper into build on TinyX. Maybe I should just make it one big one. What do you guys think? Should I include hyper into build on TinyX, or keep it separated?
I personally, my opinion, I think you just include it, because I think with the difference in hyper for someone new, they're going to get all messed up. That's just my opinion. But
That's actually a good
what
point.
about you guys?
That's a good point. It would be
Yeah,
a little
no,
confusing to new people.
I
What
agree
I would
with
probably
that.
do
I
is-
agree with that. It gives them the
Yeah, hyper-
baseline to jump through and start through. You know, you can go through TinyX, figure it out, and move forward through the system. And especially now, if you're playing around with $600 or whatever worth of ETH it is to start a miner, you kind of have to have some sort of idea of what you're doing, so you can jump in to TinyX and then easily begin to understand more of the ecosystem. So I think the way it's layered it's so perfect. Like I said earlier, it's just a perfect storm right now. And then up to day 369, here we go. Now we're really seeing the power of what this thing can do.
Yeah, so what I'll
Yes,
probably
sir.
do is I'll include hyper buying burdens, which is hyper buying and burning TinyX with all the Ethereum buys TinyX and burns 20% of it. I'll probably include that into the buy and burn, and then include the rest into build on TinyX. That'll look clean.
Yeah,
Probably
and
do it
then
like that.
you know, another recommendation. You know, you could always just add this here, and then it actually might be cool if someone took like another like little pie chart and then just did the division of all the protocols together. Just see how that looks
That'd
up.
be
See
cool.
which one has more market share.
That's interesting.
That
So
would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'll probably do that just below the leaderboard, because we have all the
Yeah.
data already. We'll just be loading it in a pie chart.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting because it might have to be like, I don't know, because if you think about it, you got TinyX locked, and then you got stake, and then burn. Maybe there's like
Mhm.
one just for burned, and then maybe just one for locked, because technically you can say stake falls in with locked and say with TinyX and LP. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. So
Yeah, I'll spend some time thinking about that. AlienX also still needs to be added. I'll do that after the stream. So
Yeah,
liquid is
yeah.
actually lower.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be much lower. It's gonna be awesome, man. I'm excited. So actually, technically, let me backtrack what I just said, because I got confused with the color scheme. So yes, Bill and TinyX protocols has more TinyX than Liquid. So now it's gonna get pretty crazy. And as we approach the teens, when I say getting close to that 10% Liquid mark, that's when I think it's gonna get really, really stupid when it comes to that supply shock. So correct.
And speaking of really, really stupid, right now we got 595 y'all in here. We need to get that up to 888. So if all of you combine mass forces together and decide you wanted to share this link out on your Twitter page, or I'm sorry, your X page, please do that now, because we need to tell more aliens to come. We need to bring in more aliens. We're almost at 200 billion aliens. Come on, guys, share this thing out. Smash that like button. Let's freaking go.
Yes, sir. Great analysis, man. So yeah, good stuff. And just getting into day 369, I think what's going to be really fascinating to observe is the Dragon X and the Helios payout, and how we have all that economic energy coming straight into the TinyX ecosystem. Because essentially, you basically have another 2 buy and burns that are going to be activated. Well, it's going to be more so buy side liquidity, but long story short, you got all that economic energy coming in, and man, dude, it's going to be crazy. And then the supply dropping. Bro, I'm getting excited just thinking about this, man. I'm not gonna be able to sleep for like a week. So I'm just staring at charts for probably like 3 days straight. The Mo, any thoughts on this? My spirit animal. You're muted. Still
My
muted.
bad.
You've been abducted.
Once every stream, no matter what. I'm just tripping on the stats still. Like I was looking at Ouroboros. Ouroboros is already number 6 in total Titan X grabbed. It's 1 day old. Like that's gnarly. And then between the Billow and Titan X protocols and the burn amounts, we're almost at 60% of total Titan X. I think it's like 57, 58%. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely bonkers. And I remember when something like this came out, I remember when Inferno started ripping across the chart, and when Inferno came out, everyone was like, I don't know about this. And then towards the middle of the mid phase, dude, it got crazy, dude. They got, wow, man, it must have been like 1 trillion Titan X at one point or something insane. It was just burning. And this thing like went past Helios and then came back down and settled out. So overall, man, it's absolutely crazy. So
I still remember with Inferno, it was like 200 billion, 300 billion for like the first 4 or 5 min cycles. Because I think Inferno had 8, 10 or 12, I don't remember. But then the last 3 ones was like 1 trillion, 1.2 trillion, 1.6 trillion.
Yeah.
The last one was the biggest one, believe it or not. It's crazy, right?
Which you would never expect. Yeah.
Yep. You would expect the complete opposite.
I remember that because every morning we got on posted, I said, GM, I'm so blessed to be in this asset before we went parabolic. And like the likes on it got up to like 200 at one point. Like we were forming a cult. It was awesome. The Inferno cult. So yeah, let me double check AlienX right now. See how much. Wow, dude, we're at 191 billion right now.
Nice.
Holy smokes. Let me refresh that. You know, to be honest with you, I will probably jump up and down if we get to 1 trillion. That's like the goal. And then a couple other people we were talking to, they're like, man, dude, we got to shoot for 2.08 trillion in this first mint day. So 2.08. So
stream 24 hours.
Hey, you know, you could just make mints. Like make a minting protocol where you're required to put in 280 million.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll create a minting protocol on live stream for 24 hours to get this to that 2.08 trillion mint mark. Boom.
Hey, Chris, how many trillions before you start twerking?
I'll twerk at 3.33 trillion. That's what I do.
You know what, Chris? I actually don't believe you have a lower body, because all your streams are just upper body.
Yeah, I don't have a lower body.
I'll see your legs. I'll see your legs, and my brain will start malfunctioning.
Yeah, bro.
We're all actually androids.
Listen. I skip leg day, so I got pencil stick legs. You know what I'm saying? So this is how your workouts need to go. You need to do chest day Monday through Friday. Actually, no, Monday through Thursday chest day, and then arms on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday you just rest. That's the schedule. You know what I'm saying? You agree with that?
I just do pull-ups and dips. That's all I do. Add rope skipping.
Really?
Jump rope. Yeah.
Okay. Yo, like Trey Souls, man. Dude, this guy, like when he gets in the gym, he puts on muscle so quick. There's like 1 week where he was eating like 3,000 calories a day, and he got, how much you put on, dude? Wasn't it like 15 or 20 pounds in 2 weeks?
I was at like 199 pounds because I could never break 200, bro. But then I lean back out. I'm better. I feel better at 185. I'm shredded at 185. You know, and it keeps me going good. So I haven't hit the gym today, but I'm usually in there by I like to go by like 11. Do 4 hours of deep work in the morning. Hit the gym at 11 midday. Go play a little game later, and then freaking look at charts, dude. Just look at charts and study and find meme coins, find things that are branded towards specific niche audiences, such as Titan X. Is that boy Goo? Who's that? Who's that just stepped on?
Let's
Goo got in the comment.
Oh, in the seed. That's my
Jack-
spirit animal, Goo God. And hey, Goo God, I need you to give the audience a lashing because we've got 34 likes and there's 678 people in here. How's that ratio sound to you?
That's ridiculous, bro.
Giving
That
great
is
ratios on
absolutely
AlienX.
ridiculous. Now
Great
we got
ratios on
like,
AlienX.
subscribe, share it out. Let's go. Today is history in the making, boys. Let's go.
It's
Yes,
good to
sir.
see. It's
Hey.
good to see your face, man. Because you've been in all the chats and shit. I'm like, oh, what does he look like?
Yo, Jake, nice to meet you, my brother. Nice to meet you, man.
Likewise.
Yeah,
Goo.
man.
Hey, man.
Mo, what's
Hey,
up,
man,
Mo? I see you all over too, man. What's going on?
Hey, Goose, somebody asked me
Always
earlier in
muted.
the chat.
What's
They
up,
asked
man?
if I was you. So now we've debunked
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I am
Mello.
not
You can
Goo God.
dox him. Dox him. It was Mello. Mello DM'd me too. He was like, yo, are you Trey? I said, bro, I'm Goo. I'm Dox. Look at my PFP on X, bro.
What is he talking about? Yeah, we
Hey,
different dudes.
all I gotta say is, I've had Goo God on two live streams. This is the third one. So when Goo God comes on live stream, man, that's a very rare occasion. You're more likely to see like an asteroid across the sky. But guys, please show my boy Goo God some love. He works hard. He chills hard. I swear, this man does not sleep. And the past couple of days, dude, you've been crushing with the AlienX reposts. Like, dude, your engagement is out of this world, dude.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie to ya, bro. The way I've been doing it, I've been following Jake, bro. Jake gives you all the alpha. All you have to do is pay attention. Everything that he says to do, I do it and I implement it in other things. I have seen nothing but success. I've been doing it since you guys streamed with each other again. When Chaos Chris and Jake, when y'all streamed together for the first time, what was it, 2-3 months ago? Yo, you guys sparked something in me, bro. And then I was like, I'm just gonna start doing this. Because I was like in a low point. So it was like just standing still. I started implementing everything that Jake Sharp started teaching us, bro. And I was like, yo, this is like Richard Hart part 2, bro. Like I'm learning, I'm implementing, and it's working, bro. Let's go, bro. And that's how we came up with AlienX, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, man.
Sick. I love it.
It's crazy, man. And hey, dude, AlienX, we're invading TitanX from the 28th dimension from the planet Nibiru. So it just all makes sense, man. It's all code in the Matrix. And hey, like you said, man, I forgot to say, he commented down below. It's also a full moon today. So it just, dude.
Yo,
crazy,
that was
man.
not by design. That was not by design. The universe is guiding us, my friends. We're in the right place at the right time with the right people. And that, to me, that was just a huge, strong, like conviction, like confirmation right there. I was like, whoa, today's a full moon. It was meant to be. It was meant to be because I did not know that, bro. I found out, I think last night when I looked at the moon, and I was like, yo, the moon is almost full. I looked up the date. The date was today. I was absolutely blown away, speechless for the first time.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And, the funny part about this protocol is, Goo God, he's 28 life path. Jake Sharp, he's a 22 life path. Trey Souls, he's a 5 life path. I'm a 28 life path, and we'll get the Mo's coding later. But, ultimately,
You want to know?
What's up?
This is not a coincidence because Eric is also 28.
Look at that.
Eric's 28? That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. Yep. Wow. That's
Cliff, I tell you this all the time, bro. I tell you this all the time. We're all coming together for a reason. And it's kind of cool that crypto is pulling us all together. Because I say it all the time. If we all went to the same high school with each other, we'd all be in different groups doing different things. And the way the universe works and the way that we are becoming enlightened, all these LPs are just coming together and all these different people are coming together. So it's the right place at the right time with the right people. I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. And one last thing, I'll let you go. I'll let you speak, Trey. So Bad Sports is a 22 life path, and then Scott is actually a 33, which is crazy. So I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, go ahead, man. Sorry.
Oh, it just reminds me, like, way back in our journey, bro. something told me deep inside, I was like, we have to connect with this Jake Sharp guy. And that's where it all began. And then I talked to Chris. I was like, Chris, like, we got to begin to understand this numerology. Like, I had none of it from my studies in the past, and I was like, we really need to hone in on this. And as Chris and I were going to see the Highest of Stakes premiere, because the verse got put into it, we were the very last clip that got put into it, so we were the very last credit in the Highest of Stakes movie. And when Chris and I were going to go see that movie, Chris was saying, look, this is how I'm going to get Jake to talk to us through numerology. And he used the numerology and it worked. And Jake talked to us for the first time. I said, we connected with him because I first reached out to Jake and I don't think he knew, what our intentions were as the verse. But the cool thing about the verse is that it's Chris and I's energy combined. And Jake, what is 28 plus 5?
That's 33.
33, and it's combined with Ox energy because of when it was founded. So every time we have confrontation in the space, it always disappears because we've always sought to just shine light on projects and give people a fair chance to explain what it is that they do, which is why we wanted to highlight what you were doing when you were being demonized, when the charts were going down, when things were hyperdeflationary. I'm looking at the TitanX charts now with some interesting indicators, and man, what we've been through and what's to come is going to be insane. So I couldn't agree more with like Gugad saying we were all drawn here to work on these things together, and everything had to form and it had to take time. It needed a year to develop. It needed time to grow, and now we're gonna see this thing go from baby stage to infant to toddler to full grown teenager all the way into full grown adult, and we might see it happen fast as Benjamin Button.
280
That's
days
great,
is
awesome.
280 days, bro. Like that's what it is. If you knew what you were getting into in the beginning, yeah, the short terms were fun and everything was fun, but if you didn't set yourself up properly to understand that 280 days is 280 days, now in crypto, that can seem like an eternity. Bro, I just pulled this gear out the box. At one point I thought I would never be pulling this gear out the box. I thought I was going to be using it for work. Seriously. You understand? So that just goes to show you how much can happen in that span of time. 280 days is 280 days.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
And all the people that
And
is short miners actually crushed it. Like a chart might not show it, but basically everybody in TitanX turned out to do incredibly well. There was only one period of time where the miner ROI for miners was negative, and it was just at the bottom. And then after that, it was just everybody had a great deal, which is why I
yeah,
also think this community is
I
so
know.
loyal.
I remember. I was there.
Yep.
the thing was like when the miners started coming back in profitability. Well, I mean, they were, depending on when you did it, that you were in profitability. But as we started to see the price for raise and you saw the increase in the profitability, that's when we started to see the momentum behind it. And I think overall, it was just like a perfect storm. I think I still love Hyper because hold on, we'll bring up this super chat in a minute, but I remember messaging you that day and I said, dude, the math makes sense. I see what you did. This thing's about to do its thing. And then we planned this live stream out. And in my mind, I was like, okay, let's plan this live stream out. We did it on, was it the 200? We used some numerology behind it. It was like day 311 or something. I can't remember what it was. But right when we planned that out, I was like, all right, we need to get the momentum going. We put this live stream out. We talked about everything going. And then I said, guys, we need more live streamers. Live streamers started popping up out of nowhere, and we started going full blast. I think right after that live stream, I saw the Mo got his YouTube channel going, started live streaming, started kicking off, starting getting the momentum. So at the end of the day, it all just made sense. Now, quick question from Crypto Vic to Jake. Jake, what's the strategy or idea for Shogun? Is that going to be a thing still?
Yeah. Probably. I'm thinking about using the name Shogun for the hyperdeflationary thing I'm building, which will be backed by all the other hyperdeflationary things in the ecosystem and route through them. So I won't be picking favorites, but it needs to be hyperdeflationary. I like the name a lot. I just need to figure out the gematria behind the name. So it might be a different one. I'm still working through that, but it's something I'm working on. It'll be sick. I'm trying to innovate on the minting mechanics. So I'm working through the game theory now. And once it's closer, I'll announce it. But for your stakes, X28. Shogun will be the hyperdeflationary thing.
Awesome. I love that, man. Yeah, I'm excited for Shogun, see what you got roll out. And then last thing that was on my mind that I was looking at in Goo God, this is actually the 33rd week of the year when we launched AlienX. So
Like I said, bro, it's we're being guided, bro. Right place, right time, right people, right energy, man. You can't deny it. The proof is in the numbers, right? Numbers don't lie; they never lie.
So
Yes,
this
sir.
is interesting, Chris. You said you were in 11 as well.
So I'm a 28 life path, but I'm also a double one. So my birthday's a little rare because when you have like 2 1s lined up, that doesn't happen normally. So yeah.
Okay, because the gematria behind AlienX is an 11, and the first vowel in AlienX is A, which is 1. 1 is the masculine energy and leadership energy, which you guys definitely have. So it fucking fits. I like it.
Yeah, and it's also the
Isn't
29th.
double one? Isn't that influential energy as well?
Yeah, it's the
Correct,
number
yep.
of the influencer. And capital A is the 29th letter. 2 + 9 = 11. So
I'll tell you
yeah.
guys something too. I'll dox myself a little bit. The first letter of my real name is an A. Starts with an A.
Ah, nice.
There
It
you
all
go.
lines up,
And
man.
Yep.
then check this out. K is the first letter of my name. So that's the 11th letter in the alphabet. So we can do this. We can probably do this for hours.
We really can, bro, because it'll keep adding up and keep adding up, man. It'll keep coming back to itself.
Yeah, and quick shout out to Prairie Banana, always showing support, nicest guy ever. Really big
My
fan of
alien
alien
Chad
tech
right there.
technology. Yes, sir. So guys, please show Prairie Banana some love. Check him out on Twitter and the whole 9 yards. So yeah, 11, 22 and 33. Those are the master numbers. And then I'll put this out here. There's actually sub-master numbers. And there's not too much information about this, but the sub-master numbers are going to be 13, 28, and I can't remember. There's one more, but 13 is a sub-master number and 28 is also a sub-master number. So, in this ordering, when you go through, you have to go through the trials of 1 through 9. So if you're 1, 2, you're like a 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 life path. You have to go through those experiences to make it up. And then the 28 and the 13 is like preparation for the 11, 22s, and the 33s. So Jake is a 22 life path, which means he's an older soul than me and Goo God. And then me and Goo God are an older soul than Trey because Trey's a 5 life path and we're both 28s. So if we pass this lifetime, me and Goo God will start as 11s. And then if Jake passes his test, he'll go up to be a 33. So food for thought. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully the numerology guys don't come at me for that one because that was like some hidden knowledge I figured out. So,
I mean, it makes sense because there's a lot of history behind the number 13 and especially 28. So you can consider them submaster numbers.
Yeah,
you got to be careful too, bro. Some dudes in black suits will come knocking on your door and be like, "Yo, bro, too much alpha, bro. Too much alpha." Man, alien tech .win. That's it. Show them.
Hey, but the branding is sick, man. Like I see a lot of the branding on Twitter for alien stuff. It's great. I like it a lot, especially like the alien riding the bull with like the epic glows and shit. I love it.
Yeah, man. Those colors pop. And you know what's crazy too? We're starting to enter like another little alien meta again, just like in the public. Like people are starting to talk about this Project Blue Book stuff and everything else. So like the rabbit hole is just starting to get deep again. And like the last time when we had Alien on Pulse Chain when it ran, it was when aliens were in the malls running around and doing all this crazy stuff behind bushes. Now the government's coming out. Mario, what's his name? Mario Narwhal or something like that. He said, "Oh yeah." Basically, the tweet that I read was them talking about Project Bluebeam starting to come to fruition, and they're already just not even planting the seeds no more. The seeds are starting to actually sprout now, And I was saying this the other day in my group. Somebody like my father, right? He's a military man. He's a boomer. He's a 9/11 first responder. You can bring him all the evidence about certain things being certain things, and he'll fight you to the death on them. And I don't want to say too much. I don't want to get shadow banned. Sorry. So even he is starting to talk to me about like ancient aliens and pyramids, and they're out there. So I'm like, whoa, this conservative military man is starting to talk to me about aliens, then that means they're already winning, bro. So this whole alien meta, like it's let's have fun with it. We got AlienX. you can't beat them, join them, right?
Oh man, dude, it's exciting stuff, and I love how you brought up about the alien meta popping up. And to be honest, it's getting crazy on social media, especially on the news. And if you guys follow like guys like Tucker Carlson, we won't go too political because I won't get banned off YouTube. But ultimately, because they're covering this, that is awesome branding just for AlienX in and of itself. So I think it's great. And then the other thing I really like about AlienX is it opens up the door for new projects to build on top of Inferno and also on top of AlienX, because now you can come out with different names, different aliens from the past. I've already heard some people want to get into something like Enlil X or something like that. So I'm pretty excited, man. It's gonna be cool, dude. So, and I know me and Guga, we have an idea for a potential miner, but we're not gonna put that out there yet until we get through the AlienX mint phase. But there might be something to look forward to, because it's going to change the game, especially in this Memify space. So I'll leave you guys with that Easter egg. You know what I'm saying?
This is what we'll do, Chris, right? This is what we'll do, because this is what I heard Jake say the other day. He said the minute one whale acts up, X28 is going live, right? So we'll do the same thing with AlienX, bro. The minute one whale gets stupid and acts up, bam, something is just going to go live. Nobody's even going to know about it. It's just going to go live. Bam, out of nowhere. That's how we do it, bro.
I love it. Yeah, no, we gotta do that. Yeah, we definitely gotta do that. That'll be a great approach. And then quick update on the number, guys. We're at 218 billion AlienX. 218 billion. So
let's go.
1 trillion day one. Let's fucking go. We can make that happen easy. Let's get to at least 1 trillion.
Yep.
About
at least
25% away.
At least. We're getting there. We're only a couple hours into it. Let's fucking go. Someone wanted me to swear in the chat. There you go. I swear.
875 in here right now. We got to get to 888, baby. Let's share this thing out. I think YouTube's gatekeeping us. There's no way we only have 39 likes. YouTube hates us. You know what? That's fine. You got haters.
Somebody,
it's weird. It shows you the number of all the streams total, like in terms of your viewers, but it won't tell you the likes. It'll only tell you the likes on your stream.
I'm not going to be satisfied until we get to 888 viewership and then skyrocket past the firmament. The aliens have come to burn down the firmament and abduct all of the knowledgeable humans that know Titan X. Let's go. We're amongst the few and the proud.
Yeah, another thing that somebody just put in the comments. Just tell everybody AlienX is a conspiracy theory. That's a good branding angle. Another good branding angle is call it the classified protocol of Titan X. It's good branding.
Yeah, let's do that.
You want to know? I'll give you guys an algorithm hack. If you start incorporating the word firmament, okay, into your tweets, it'll start bringing in all the flat earthers or the conspiracy theorists. It'll jump into their algorithm. We were able to do that with Alien on Pulse Chain. That's how a whole bunch of people that didn't know about Pulse Chain found out about Pulse Chain. We ended up becoming an onboarding project, bro. So we were onboarding so many people to Pulse Chain. It was nuts. And that's because they were coming from the flat earth community, the conspiracy theory community. So just start saying like, yeah, we're going to break the firmament. We're going to go past the firmament and stuff like that. And you'll jump right into the algorithm, bro.
You can do that with a ton of stuff.
Well, you know what's crazy about that firmament thing was with Adam, he was like, you know what, Chris, we're not going to the moon, we're going to the firmament. And he put out a live stream about that. And I was like, dude, I don't even know what a firmament is. And so I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna put out a tweet. And next thing you know, the engagement goes like this.
Yes.
And I was just like, what?
Yes.
And then people started coming in. There's like people supporting it, people attacking it. And the more people attacked it, the more I wanted to put it out there because you got more engagement. So I just kept going. And dude, it went to a whole new level. So yeah, man, I'm all about the firmament or whatever. I had no idea what it was at the time, but yeah, let's keep it going, dude. I'm all about it.
Bro, I didn't know about it neither. Like 2 weeks later, I finally decided to Google it, and I was like, "Oh, that's what the firmament is." Okay, like I didn't even know, bro.
Hey, someone in the chat said that there was a news story in Miami that aliens were in Miami. Whenever something like that happens, you can be like, "Are aliens in Miami?" I don't know, but AlienX is here on Titan X. Like you can tap into all those articles and hit all those conspiracies. Did aliens take Malaysian Airlines 370? I don't know, but they're taking the Titan X supply. Like, you can do everything with this shit. Like, it's amazing.
You know what? Maybe we should use AlienX to onboard the flat Earth community. AlienX is gonna break the firmament.
Yo, actually, it'd be kind of easier too because it's on ETH. So it's very simple. All you do is buy Titan X and mint AlienX. So it's a simple process. It's not like you have to bridge and do this and do that and -1 from here and only do V1 there and do all this no hop and no multi hop and all this. Like, PulseX is not user friendly, bro. At least on Uniswap, we can do that. And that's why I say AlienX is probably going to be really big just because, like, at the end of the day, people buy stuff from people that they like. And a lot of people like all of us here. You understand? So they're willing to just support if anything else. But if the process becomes too difficult, they're not going to support. But I know people that on Tron that don't know how to trade on HBAR. I know people on HBAR that don't know how to trade on XLM. Everybody knows how to trade on ETH. So, like I said, this could actually become something really good for onboarding people to Titan X, man. And I like that.
Yeah.
And shout out for Titan X starting on Ethereum in the first place for exactly that reason.
Yeah, I can't believe Jake didn't run the numbers though, bro. How you didn't run the numerology on ETH and all that, bro?
ETH is a 9, so it's actually relatively good. It's a 9 is a number of adaptability. As long as it's not a bad one, I'm in.
Okay.
Well, here's the other thing about ETH. So Vitalik is a 28 life path, and he founded it. And ETH is one of the biggest chains. So the guy Woodrow Wilson was a 28 life path. He signed the Federal Reserve back in, I believe it was 1913. And there's a reason why he did that because of the energy. So with Vitalik being a 28 and putting up Ethereum, and then also Ethereum is the shape of a pyramid. Don't want to get shout banned, but I'll let you guys figure out. Just look at a dollar bill.
Oh yeah,
dance in that line.
just look at a dollar bill, guys. And Vitalik has connections to that Russian-Ukraine region from a certain family that's from there. All right, I'll stop. But main point I'm trying to get across is no, we're not. We'll be good. But long story short, the 28 energy is very strong with Ethereum, and so it's going to translate. So there's other ways to do it. If you look at Bitcoin and you look at the date, so Bitcoin B, 28th letter in the alphabet, and then it's also orange. Orange equals 33. Now that gets into like the colors and the energy. And if you look at Titan X, you add black, which is 11, white, which equals 11, Gematria, and then I believe green equals 4 if you divide it down. So it's 11 plus 11 plus 4 equals 26. 2 plus 6 equals 8. So that color scheme has the energy behind it. So you see what I'm getting at here, Guga?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a lot, man. I just threw a bunch out there, but yeah. So.
And then you also have to take into play too, like these people, they're the ones, like they're the insiders, right? They're part of the chosen ones, right? And a clear indicator of that is go look at his mother's chain and start looking at all the names of stuff and seeing all this craziness, bro. So that right there alone is like, yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, some adrenochrome harvesters, yo. I'm sorry, Chris. I had to say it, man. I'm sorry, man.
It's all good. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I think we'll be all right. It'll just get demonetized. It's not a big deal. We're good. So I think And also, just add on to what Gugad's saying. So his mom's chain is called Metis, and then Metis, the Greek god that eats children. So I'm gonna leave that there.
Damn,
So-
this stream just took a turn.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's deep, bro. It's deep.
Oh man, dude, I feel so bad because like usually on YouTube.
Hey, but hey,
there's-
your money's safe.
Go ahead.
Your money's all right.
Oh, we're good. If you guys go on like YouTube, there's like when you get past like 4K followers, subs or something, there's someone that sits there and watches every single video from start to finish. So I feel so bad for whoever has to watch all the videos that me and Trey do on a daily basis because there's just so much crap all over.
Aliens, Ukraine, Russia, MH370. Oh yeah, no, this video is gonna suck for you.
Nah, but we talk about Bitcoin, we talk about aliens, we talk about the firmament, we talk about conspiracy theories. So just that alone, that'll bring us back. Aliens alone, bro. AlienX,
Yeah.
AlienTech.win, man. Mint only. Yo, did you guys see the ratios? I seen them going from like 12 to 16 Titan X for one AlienX. And people are buying. I'm like, what are you doing? You mint 1-to-1. What are you doing? Oh no, but I want an LP and I wanted to do what you're gonna do. I'm going to mint 1-to-1, bro.
Yeah, that's
Some people
crazy,
don't get it.
man.
Some people don't get. Look, I think it's funny because like we had Inferno and Volt, which were like complete mirrors of the same exact launch type mentality. There were different launches in the time period, but Inferno was 8 weeks, and by like week 2 or 3, people were fading it. That was the wrong time to fade Inferno. Volt day 5, they were fading it. That was the wrong time to fade in Volt. So if anyone's gonna fade AlienX before its launch phase is done, be careful.
Yeah, and just
That
add
should
on.
be good,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
No,
And-
my bad. I'm thinking out loud. I'm like, I'm thinking like day 2, day 3, when everybody does whatever they're gonna start doing, and everybody's like, oh my god, this is terrible. They're gonna come in and buy everything like idiots.
Buy. I'm gonna buy their
And-
future.
And the other thing to consider is there's going to be a buy side liquidity from Inferno. Inferno is being burned by E280. Inferno's added to the Titan farms. There's what I'm speculating. We can't speculate with AlienX, but we can with Inferno. With the amount of economic energy going into that, plus the buy and burn factor from E280, Titan farms, and also Flux, there's a good chance that the value of Inferno is going to be much higher in the foreseeable future, which is going to increase the value of the burns. So if you look at the white paper and how it's designed, in the beginning, it's like you got the catalyst, but then towards the end, the value of these burns are going to get stupid. You see what I'm getting at? So.
I'll be right back.
You guys have another.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I need to step aside. I'll be right back.
You guys got another protocol. It's just like Titan X. Like Titan X, we're almost a year into it now. What day are we on? Are we? We're almost at day 369. I know. I'm not sure. We're at day 356, bro. 356. We're 9 days away from a year. That's nuts. Titan X is death by 1,000 burns. That's what it's going to be. There's going to be so many buy and burns burning all this Titan X. And that's what all these protocols are now turning into. Because with Element 280 and with Flux, AlienX, you have all these added burns on all these other protocols. It's really wild how much is happening.
It's almost like, to me, today marks the day where we like solidify what MemeFi is really all about. And now that this has been established and people can see, and a smooth launch has happened, and we're not dealing with EVM, and we learn from our mistakes and we quickly turn something over, this is going to be like that, pulling that sword out of the stone and starting something that I don't think necessarily any of us could speculate on at this point what it's going to look like a year from now, a year down the road. But man, it really feels like with AlienX coming out, we're solidifying those best practices in DeFi, and people are going to be incentivized to come do this over and over again. So I think that's why it's super exciting and also to know all the coding is there. Like you said, good God, we're being guided.
Absolutely,
But to that point though, like in a year, you know, how much Inferno is going to be burned by Flux? How much Inferno is going to be burned by Element 280? How much Inferno is going to be burned by AlienX? You know, a year from now, how much AlienX is going to be burned by other protocols? Each one of these protocols is turning into a microcosm of TitanX itself, which is dying a death by 1,000 burns. And that's what's happening to each one of these little protocols within their little mini ecosystems. And it's absolutely wild. You have this Inferno ecosystem building out. That's going to be absolutely bonkers. Volt's building out its ecosystem, which is going to be bonkers. You know, Volt and Inferno, death by 1,000 burns. AlienX is going to be that, you know, probably going to be that too. I don't know what you guys are planning. You know, you guys have kept that real tight to the chest, and I'm super excited to see what will happen in the future. But I imagine that AlienX is going to be like everything else. It's going to be death by 1,000 burns. You know, like let's keep removing this supply. Let's let the aliens abduct as much TitanX as possible. Let's fucking go.
AlienX has a little bit more fuel to the fire too than your average BOT protocol because we have the tax.
Right? Oh yeah, I was going to say 20% off the top, but yeah, the tax 100%.
A lot of people are failing to realize that tax goes a long way, bro. 2.08%. That's going to do a lot for the protocol.
And just
every day, all day.
And just to add on to what Goo God's saying with that tax is when you see the price go like up, and then on the downside, that tax kicks in, and you're going to burn a lot coming down. So that's the theory with that tax. And if you looked at what happened with protocols like, I hate comparing it to SafeMoon or these other tax protocols, because SafeMoon was like a scam to begin with, but when it went up and then came back down, the reflections on it was crazy, and then it turned out to be a sketch protocol. And then it's the same thing that we saw with you know, PTGC Alien on that first initial pump. When it went up, the reflections were great, and then on the downside, that's when we started seeing it kick in. And when we look at a protocol like Alien on Pulse Chain, when it went up and then came down, it burned 24% of the supply, and then now it's starting to come back up. So it's absolutely crazy, man. Any thoughts on that, Good God?
It's a beast, bro. It's an absolute beast. The only thing you can really compare it to is Helios, right? Because the way that Helios is just buying and burning everything, that's the same way that that Alien on Pulse Chain is. I love that protocol, bro. I think people should mimic that protocol. You should take that contract, fork it, bring it to other chains, and play with it, because it's really cool. There's a lot of fun with it. The project gets gate kept. You know what I'm saying? There's whales out there that they're afraid of it. They know some of the inside information that if it was to get public, that shit, there would be a mass exodus from one to the other. But I will never do nothing like that. You understand? I just stay in my lane and I do what I do. But yeah, and that's why we have AlienX, bro. We're bringing everybody together. There's no gatekeeping. There's no unfairness. There's none of that stuff. There's no shadiness. There's none of that, bro. Everybody come rally together, raid together, get paid together. Like it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be really fun, bro. And that's what I love about TitanX too. This whole they say about guerrilla marketing, right? The effect is immeasurable. Like you could pay for marketing on whatever, and you could see the effects. With guerrilla marketing, it's immeasurable, the effects, bro. So that's what TitanX has. The community of unity is everybody coming together on TitanX protocols, on everything, man. And I can go into let's say the Helios chat and start reading about war. And it's like, what? You can't do that. You can't do that. Like look, I've been in PTGC since the very beginning. I cannot go in there and talk about other protocols that are built on top of that shit. I cannot go in there and talk about the amplifiers token that was launched by the team. Makes no sense to me. Doesn't. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to say it publicly, but it makes no sense to me. So what we have here with TitanX, man, is beautiful, bro. It's just really, really beautiful, man.
Yeah, I agree 1000%. And you know, it's gonna be interesting to see how TitanX plays out with these ecosystem tokens and altcoins. And Jake, I'm really curious, you know, you started TitanX with a vision with the miners, the buy and burn, the staking, and then you talked about the bill on AlienX. Based on when you first thought about this protocol, did you expect all this to start rolling out right around this time in this phase of the protocol, like with all these new projects and a big community all across the board?
No, I was
really?
hoping to, because getting this all out before hyperinflation is like ideal scenario, because then we have a bunch of infrastructure going into hyperinflation. But I didn't expect it. I expected it to be later on when there's like more value in the ecosystem, etc. But the earlier the better, man. Wait 1 second. I think my Twitter stream is having issues. You mentioned
Yeah,
fucking
mine-
aliens and the firmament.
I told
Now,
you.
fuck.
Yeah,
I told
no,
you,
know
bro.
that. It stopped us. It stopped us streaming from X2, right? As we passed 1,000 viewers in here. There's 1,020, and then now it's saying we can't stream from X. It's a problem on it. It's the Matrix attack, bro. Matrix fighting the aliens.
We just got attacked by the Matrix. Dang, this
I'm
is
sorry,
crazy. Yeah.
guys. It was when we started talking about Vitalik's mom, bro. That's what happened. Fucking, Chrome Harvest. That's it. Now I'm a curse and everything now since we can't fucking get out.
Oh yeah, whoa, chill. You're also streaming on my YouTube.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we're back. Shh.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
be
I
good.
think we just got back.
All right, be
All right,
good.
we'll be good. We'll be good, powers that be.
Bitcoin is
we'll
really
see
good.
things. Yeah, Bitcoin.
Stocks are really good. Treasury bills, go all
oil
in.
futures, yeah, wheat futures, all looking real good.
Politicians
Kamala
are
Harris.
honest.
Kamala
everything's
Harris
good,
is a
you know?
great president.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God.
Well,
They love that, bro. They love that.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like that. No, I'm kidding.
They love that one, though, bro. They love that one, man.
and Jake's laughing from afar.
This is probably gonna go down as one of the craziest live streams in AlienX history.
I had to come back. I was in the laundry room just cracking up at you guys.
I'm glad I'm actually was able to jump on with y'all, man. I've been getting invited to so many of these. My schedule be shot, bro. But I knew today I was gonna have time. So when I saw the StreamYard link, I'm like, yeah, I'm jumping in, man. Pull the AlienX, get out the box. Let's go. AlienX, baby.
Yeah, man. And just quick breakdown the numbers, and glad to have you on, Goo God, because it's always fun having you on the live stream, man. Overall, we're sitting at 222 billion AlienX minted so far, and 222 billion AlienX and going in. So
go.
Yeah, so I think the big thing right now that a lot of people are talking about is issues with gas fees on Ethereum, and it's getting to that point in the cycle. Ethereum's going to have a little bit of issues. I don't think it's going to be as bad as last market because of all the layer 2s, but I do suspect that we will probably see another uptick in minting once gas fees drop closer to the end of the day, probably closer to nighttime on the Eastern Standard Time, and that's when we'll probably get a good full scale how day one works. So
I'm blaming the mint on the high gas fees right now, to be honest with you. Because ain't nothing else really popping off, and there's no like when there's a big move in price, then you can get big gas fees because either a lot of people are buying or a lot of people are selling. Nothing's happening right now. There's only the AlienX mint. So that just goes to show you how many people, there's demand for this product, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's looking pretty good. So good stuff. Now, curious to hear Jake and his thoughts on X28, man. How excited are you for it, dude?
I'm excited. It's just whenever the time is right, because the code is done. We did the first audit on it, and then the second audit we're still gonna do, but everything came back clean, very clean, like zero issues. So it's practically ready to go. We're just waiting for the right time.
Love it,
We need
man.
to
Love
get
it.
somebody to act up a little bit. Now we can whack 'em all. You know?
I love it, man. And the other thing I will say is when we go into other communities and start putting out projects and stuff, I'm excited to see what people will build on top of X28 on like Base or Solana or just any of the other chains, dude. Imagine if we get like another Memecoin type protocol like AlienX or Inferno and just send that thing to the moon. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see how play out. But like right now, I like it being all on Ethereum because we're building the infrastructure. Because X28 is going to be based on Titan X, so the stronger Titan X is before X28 launches, the better kind of infrastructure we have on all the other chains. Because X28 is backed by Titan X.
Love it. The other question I wanted to ask you. So layer 2 infrastructure is becoming pretty big this market cycle. I think a lot of people are fading some of these L2s, and there's a couple that I actually really do like. In your opinion, do you think there's a future need for a layer 2 for the Titan X ecosystem?
Maybe something I've been thinking about. Maybe. But there needs to be innovation. Like I think building an L1 that actually deflates is a big innovation because all the L1s inflate or are completely VC backed with unlocks dumping on retail. There's no actual good chain. So put it that way.
Yeah.
We're thinking through a lot because we can take this far. Because we have the community, we have the builders, the branding, the marketing. Like we have everything. We can literally do anything. And it'll turn out great.
Well, and on top of that, you do have the liquidity of the ecosystem going back in, especially with time farms, because what Eric created with that, and I'm sure you both worked on it together. That's actually pretty big. And just my thoughts on the layer 2. The one layer 2 that I really like a lot is Blast, and I'm not going to get into the details of the technology, but the thing that Blast is utilizing is this concept of liquidity and using the fees generated from the chain and paying out for people that bring liquidity to the chain. And I think it's a very innovative approach. And I think that one could potentially have some disruptive factors, especially with all these layer 2s. Because what we find out with layer 2s like Base, Optimism, Arbitrum, they actually have a foundation/charity wallet that gets all the fees, and they use that to pay off the entire chain. But rather than Blast, they actually pass it on to the users. And I think it's a phenomenal approach. So in my opinion, I do see that there's going to be a battleground for layer 2s. And then there's a potential for layer 3s to start popping up. And if we start getting layer 4s, man, that's when I'm going to quit crypto because that's too much for me to comprehend. So, we already got the layer 2s, the layer 3s, and layer 4s in Titan X, and that's enough. But when it comes to like the mass infrastructure chains like that, my God, man, it's going to be crazy. Any thoughts on that?
I don't think layer 2s are actually needed. Not to the amount that we have now. Like layer 2s are essentially VC money grabs. People launch a layer 2, they go to VCs, they raise a bunch of money, and that's basically it. That's the only reason they exist. A lot of layer 2s don't have any adoption. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this progresses.
Yeah, I like it. So I think overall, man, there's a lot of potential behind this ecosystem when it comes to building. We saw it start with the liquidity through Titan Farms, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see any more infrastructure being built on top of Titan X. So, dude, it's exciting times, man. So,
yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. How long are you going to do this stream for?
I was probably just going to do it for about 2 hours. So probably wrap it up in the next 15, 20 minutes. I saw guys do it for 5 hours, and I'm just like, that's awesome, all, but dang, dude, that takes a lot of energy out of you, dude.
I did a 7-hour stream, and Steve did an 8-1. Got to get those numbers up.
Yo, we builders now, though, bro. We can only stay on stream, but for so long, we got to get back in the background and start working, man.
Yeah,
more
man.
alien images. Alien
Yes,
images,
sir.
secret, confidential, classified.
Yes,
permanent.
sir.
Bitcoin
Yeah,
good,
man.
politicians good.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, man, we got to meet with the Mo because the Mo is talking about doing a potential project. So don't worry, we'll announce that very soon. I'm just kidding. He's not actually doing a project.
Oh yeah, Mo X.
This guy's making me do a project here every day. He's like, "When's your project? What's the timeline? Come on."
It'd be crazy is I can see this happening. The Mo's dog is kind of like a pivotal character in his branding. I know the minute he announces the name of his dog, someone's going to turn that into a meme coin. I'm calling it right now. Oh,
Yo,
there,
bro,
there she is.
the first stream I saw with Mo was with his dog in a car. It was not even a stream, it was a video on X. And I'm like, who is this dude? But he was spitting alpha, bro. And I was like, oh, this is a Chad, bro. And I give it to you, Mo, because through all these months and everything, so I have my notifications set on you because you were always continuously talking about Titan X and everything Titan X. And I was like, all right, good. This is where I get alpha. And Jake too. Yo, for all those months, I wasn't retweeting nothing Jake was saying, but I was liking everything, liking everything, liking everything. And as soon as y'all did that stream I was talking about earlier, I started retweeting everything. I said, it's go time. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, those were fun times in the beginning, definitely. Just I was like, when can I actually talk about this? And at the time, I didn't have an office set up, so I was like, the only time I'm gonna ever be able to do this is just fucking turn the phone on and do it in the car when I'm taking the dog for a walk. It seemed really stupid to me, but I was like, there's not a lot of people doing it, so you know, fuck it, I'll talk about it. And then I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. Yeah. So
yeah,
here we are. I'm finally actually streaming with a real computer.
I'm telling you, man, the Degens, like the minute you put your dog's name out there, the Degens are gonna make a coin off of it, and that's what I'm scared about. I'm scared of tweeting a photo of my dog and putting it out there, and then next thing you know, I see it as a freaking meme coin all over the TitanX ecosystem. I'm just like, oh god, here we go. So
yo, a funny thing is there's a lot of women in crypto, right? And they just run around with these anon PFPs and act like men, but there's a lot of women here. And women love dog coins, bro. I have evidence of this stuff. The women love dog coins. Even with this one of my female friends reached out to me. She was like, why don't you do like a dog coin? Why you love aliens so much? And I'm like, why do women love dogs
That
so
sounds
much?
like a check.
She was like,
you should do a cat. Why
she was
aliens?
like, yeah, no, we love the doggos. And I'm like, the doggos? Like, oh man, bro.
Hey man, maybe we just name it Doggo and we run with it.
I think they already got a meme coin with that name.
yeah,
Oh, do they?
yeah, no, it's crazy because it's a dragon year and the dog is enemy with the dragon. So this is not the year for dog coins. Like check all the dog coin charts, dude. They're not doing well. I was talking about Bill with Bill the Bull from Late Night on Base. He's like, dude, every time I get into a dog coin, it does not do well. You might get a 5 to 10x and then boom. So
we just saw it happen.
yeah. That's true. That's true. Wait, actually, I'm curious, Jake. What's your Chinese astrology sign? Well, you don't have to say if you don't want to.
Nah, that's too much doxing. But life path is 22,
Okay.
and the number is 6. So that's why I like community as much, because 6 is number of home and community, home and family. So like, I'm a big community guy, and I don't really leave my home. And my girlfriend is also a 6, so it's a fucking perfect match.
Perfect.
Okay. Home and family, number 6. I love it. 22-6. Okay. So that makes sense why you like astrology and numerology so much. That usually like the 33-6 and the 22-6, typically really obsessed with it. So
Nice.
yeah, man. So cool.
And
Guys.
now I think about it, 22 plus 6 is 28.
Yes, sir.
Sure
It all
is.
makes
Coincidence.
sense. Yeah, that's
Nice.
like the hidden one.
Nice.
Actually, man, you got me on a numerology kick today. So I guess it's because it's the full moon. Another cool hack. So if you do you know your lucky number? I know Gugat and Trey know their lucky numbers.
I was listening to something yesterday, but I forgot how it works. How do you get your lucky number? Isn't it your day?
So take your month, the first digit of your month, and then the last digit of your year, and combine it together. So, for example, mine is 35. That's my lucky number. I'll give you a great example of how this works. So, the Verse account, there's 2 Twitter accounts that work with it. So Trey has his, and then I have Chaos Chris, and we just share it through our 2 accounts, and that's how we post. Now, I had it as Chaos Chris 28, and then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna switch it to Chaos Chris 35, and my engagement just went exponential because 35 is my lucky number. So if you have a lucky number, passwords, well, don't put the numbers as password, but include it in there. Put in your PFP, put it everywhere you can, because that number is associated with you and only good stuff can come from it. So
Okay, what is it again?
More stuff.
It's the month plus the last digit of your year.
yeah,
Basically, the first number and the last number.
Man, that's a
Yeah.
number that I've never ever thought of in my life for me.
You know, you want to know the funny part? You'll start seeing it pop up now. You go to the gas station, you pump gas, add up the numbers and stuff like that. Just weird little stuff. You're driving on the highway, you look at the license plate across, you'll see your lucky number. Now that you know it, it'll start popping up, and that sometimes that's how the universe starts talking to you.
I swear to God, I never see this number for me. You know, you ready?
You will
wanna know
now.
what it is?
You will now.
11.
you will now.
I've never 11 is mine. I've
That's
never
a good number too.
ever in my
You
life thought of the number 11.
Mine is
Like,
12.
I've never thought of that. Wow.
Well, wait,
11. Okay.
what? You never seen 1111, the Mo? 1111?
No.
You never seen that?
No.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
maybe once or twice, but that's not one of the ones I usually see.
Dude, I say like 5 or 6 times a day. It drives me nuts. 1111, 35.
I mean, now I'm gonna
28.
fucking see it. Now 11's gonna be all over my life. I'm never gonna get away from it now.
Yeah. And then Trey,
wild, man.
yours is 13, right? Yeah, 13, the number of the Matrix. So it's crazy.
Conquer the Matrix, baby. Conquer the Matrix. And I got a good relationship with God, so that's about all I need.
There you go.
Yo, good karma, bro. That's all you need to have to be successful is good karma. That is it. People ask me all the time, you know, IRL and everything else. Yo, how do you do it? How you successful? How you this? How you that? Keep good karma. That's it. Everything in life is like a bank account. You get out what you put in. You put good energy into the universe, it gets reciprocated. And the same with bad. So just keep really good karma. Try to do good no matter what. If you did things wrong, try to right them. And that's it. Just have really good karma and everything else will come into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, man, I'm one of those guys that I can pick up anything and be really good at it. So it was just a matter of finding something to become good at. And for me, that was video editing. That was being in the background. That was trying to make the right connections in the industry. That was trying to understand Pulse Chain for everything that it was. That was basically what Chris and I have done, is just conquer everything that we try to step into. So at first it was Pulse Chain, conquered the ecosystem, felt the ecosystem lagging, and then turn our attentions to what needed attention next, what needed coverage. We just wanted to be, journalists. And so a lot of the branding and things that go on in the background, that's what I was good at. It wasn't necessarily the technical trading, but now I'm picking up technical analysis and being able to grow in this. So look, man, I think the best approach to crypto is that light approach. That's why I incorporate light with all the designs, because we shine a light, bro. That's the point. That's the point. And so if we want to be a light in the space, we got to be on a fair launch protocol. That's where we want to launch our product. That's where we want to be. We want to be around those people. So, that's what we learned through our journey. And, Chris and I were the perfect mesh of technical and non-technical. And we needed that to be able to form, what we're doing here at the Verse. So, dude, we're just glad to be here and to grow, and we're, to learn with tools like numerology and astrology, and then be able to use those things to our advantage. So I definitely see that as an advantageous thing, and I've seen how it's worked. So, the more you can learn about that, I think the better off, the more self-improvement you can do, the better you're going to be. So out of all of it, crypto has turned me into giving me purpose and helping me find that deeper purpose in life. So, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with crypto. Crypto is that means to an end. To the things like Jake said, very involved in community. I want to find me a 6 as well, Jake. I'm jealous. So I'm glad, bro. I'm glad to hear you're all set up over there.
6 is for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how many guys would wish their wife was a 6. I mean, I wish my wife was a 10. You know what I mean?
Trust me, she's a fucking 10.
Nah, yeah, my wife's a 10 too. Just in case she's listening, my wife is a 10. I love you, my love. You a 10.
You guys are gonna get so much trouble.
Jake's gonna go off stream, and his girl's gonna be like, "What the fuck? I'm a 6."
You know what she's gonna say? It's gonna be like, I'm only a 10. I should be a 12 out of 10. God damn it.
Oh yeah, there we go. There we
It's
go.
like
12.
10,
Lucky
10's for
number.
basic bitches. I'm better than that.
I love it. Love it. Yeah. And then the other thing I'll put out there, man, there's a lot of stuff thrown out there. Your day that you were born in the year, that's also extremely important. There's also a number associated behind that. So if you look at whatever day you're associated with, so for example, I'm born on the 6th and the 9th day of my year in the 3rd month, 369. And that's why it's the verse 369, which is the hidden 33. So
Nice.
So yeah, so some food thought. All right, I'm done with the star pattern stuff and whatever, but hopefully you guys learned a lot. So,
I mean, we
somewhere
have
in
an
this world,
alien right there.
Ali's banging his head.
huh?
Somewhere in this world, Ali's banging his head right now. It's like, oh, stupid numbers.
I bet you Ali's is a 3 life path. I would not be surprised if he's a 3. So
That would make sense.
Definitely
Ali is an
cool.
NPC here to just mess with us all, bro.
Hey, but we have a lot of good numbers. Like Josh from Blaze is also 22. That's why
Yeah.
we just vibe so good, man. All these numbers just naturally attract, even if you don't know about numerology. Like for example, if somebody is your enemy sign, you'll naturally feel less attracted towards them. Not in like a sexual way, but like just energy-wise, you'll feel repelled subconsciously. So all these numbers fucking just come together perfectly. I love it. It's the universe, man. You just need to
Yeah,
understand
bro.
it. Once you understand it, you can put the pieces together. Otherwise, the pieces just work without you knowing they're working.
Yeah.
Yo, there's always
Yeah.
been people out there that they don't like me for no reason whatsoever. I'm one of the nicest people you could ever meet, right? And there's just some people out there that they hate me, like they really hate me, and I can't get it. I can't get it. I don't understand it. I've even tried to like reverse that. You can't. And when Chris broke it down to me, I said, now it all makes sense. I'm not even gonna try no more. I'm just gonna stay away and avoid these people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the big thing with the numerology astrology thing that hit me hard was when I was in elementary school, I would always notice these numbers and I did a lot and I would get in trouble and I would go in the library and just read like these books on like Einstein and Max Planck's and whatnot because I had nothing else to do and I didn't have any phones or electronics. And so I started noticing these numbers and I started debating with my teachers that hey, you know, I think there's something to this. I think we live in a simulation. And my teacher style is crazy, so they try to put me on these like these mental drugs or whatever. And my grandfather found out about it, and he was just like, "Yo, you're not taking this stuff." And he pulled me out of school and chewed my teachers out. And then once it like started popping up in 2019, I started learning more about it. It all made sense, and it just falls in line with what you guys said. Why someone doesn't like you, why you're more likely to be friends with one other person, why you do so well this year or this time of the year or this time of the day, and you just match it all up. It just makes life so much. It makes life make sense for me, and I'm just glad all you guys agree with me because I thought it was crazy for so many years. So
No, it makes sense, bro. Because even the people that you click with, like they'll just be naturally drawn to you. I can go anywhere in the world, bro. Anywhere in the world. And I can immediately develop a little click. I can go to a club, I can go to a bar, I can go to just a regular IRL outing, and I can already establish like 2 or 3 people little click. And these people just come to me and they'll start asking random questions or whatever. The next thing you know, my wife is talking to the other wife, and then and it's like that's just how it happens, bro.
yeah. So
Hey,
and then
if anyone's wondering where this stream went, this is AlienX. I don't know what you expected, but numerology
Alien Tech
and
dot
weird
win,
shit,
man.
that's
But
what we're
that's
gonna
the
talk
thing,
about.
bro. We just vibing, bro. Especially me, Chris, and Trey. Like we always just talk, so it's just like just bros on the phone, basically. Jake, I feel like I know him because I see every single one of his streams. I can give you all the alpha. You know what I mean? Mo, the same thing. So it's like a bunch of bros just chilling, bro. But yeah, Alien Tech dot win 1-to-1. Today will be your best ratio. You buy it in the LP. I think it's like a 12-to-1 ratio right now. It doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, man. Alien Tech
Mint,
dot
mint,
win.
mint.
Mint, mint, mint.
Yes, sir. And ultimately, this is a great live stream. We got a lot of videos out on how this process works. We're going to continue to put videos out. Me and Trey will continue to do live streams to discuss what's going on in the ecosystem. This was just like a kickback, like Guga was saying, and every live stream I always go on charts and do all this stuff, but it was just cool just to chill and just talk and get into the numerology and astrology. And in my opinion, I think we should do like a live stream just dedicated to numerology, astrology. We bring on Guga, Trey, Mo, and Jake. We just sit here and we just talk about this stuff for like an hour or something. So I don't know if you guys are up for that, but let me know.
Yeah.
But ultimately,
Yeah,
guys,
to talk about what
Go
Google
ahead.
was saying, it's so funny because like when you watch them, because even I have it. When I watch people on stream, after a while you kind of just feel like they're homies. Because you hear them talk all the time, so you feel like you get to know their personality. Because I had this once. I was watching somebody on stream, and then all of a sudden we hopped on a call. And this was before I ever started YouTube and stuff. And I started talking to them like they were a friend. And then halfway through, I was like, wait, this person has never fucking seen my face. But I knew everything about them. So it's like the parasocial thing. It's so interesting. Because I felt like we have conversations for hours and shit. He's like, wait, a little bit of context? It was like a one-way thing.
You're talking to the guy like you had lunch with him yesterday. You're like, oh, yeah, you're not actually. Yeah, my bad. Let me explain that. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what I'll say is when we do an in-person meetup, that's when it's going to get really, really crazy because you see all these guys on screen, you talk to them on the phone, but you never met them in real life. That's where it gets like, whoa, dude, this is insane. Because like every time we had to do an in-person meetup, I look at a guy and be like, dang, dude, I didn't realize he was so short. Or like, man, dude, this guy's really tall. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff.
That's exactly what I was thinking, bro. Like everybody just tell me your height right now, so this way I know to expect when I get there.
Apparently, Eric is super tall. I'm like 180
really?
centimeters. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy how that stuff works out. So, but yeah, guys. Well, hey, man, I think we're coming up on 2 hours, so I think we covered everything. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
AlienX, baby, here to break through the firmament. Let's go. AlienTech.win, mint. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Right now, there's 1,210 people, the most we've had in here ever. 1,210 on stream. That shows you the power of working together. That's the proof of community work right there. Let's go smash this. 229 billion.
Yes, sir.
Dude, what?
229 billion, baby. So we're getting.
When we jumped on, it was like 117, right?
Yeah,
Quarter of a trillion almost. That's legit.
Awesome. Well, yeah, man, we're getting close to that 25% mark. We got 2 goals. First one is the trillion mark, and the second goal is the 2.08 trillion.
That's my only goal. That's my only goal. 2.08 is my only goal, and I think that's even low, bro, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well,
oh yeah.
Hey, man.
2.08, I'm agreeing, is totally low.
You know what? We're going for 28 trillion. There's 48 trillion in liquid. We're going for 28 trillion.
Maybe go up to 2.8 first before you move the decimal over another one.
It's all or nothing. Mo, it's
all or
nothing.
Go.
Look, the aliens are going to abduct all this Titan X. So you guys, I hope you have enough Titan X. I hope you have enough Inferno. I hope you have enough AlienX. Because they're going to.
We gave them fair warning, bro. I don't even feel bad at all. We've been warning people for at least 2 weeks. You do not have enough Titan X. You do not have enough Inferno. And they were just like, what? Huh? Well, now you can mint, baby. AlienTech.win. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
It's so funny because everybody in the comments kind of understands a lot of the things that we talked about, which is interesting because I feel like everybody that is really into crypto has had that, wait, everything's a fucking scam moment. Well, like the traditional systems. You get into crypto and you're like, oh, this is fun, little PFPs, and you start trading a little bit, etc. And then once you get that, wait, everything's a fucking lie and a scam, that's when you're like, okay, crypto is the only way. Everybody has that one moment. And that's me learning about like the Fed, etc. I was like, okay, everything's a scam. Fuck.
Self-custody is the only way, bro.
Don't get me started.
Self-custody is the only way.
Yeah, you know,
Exactly.
and when you learn about the Fed, and you like, I agree, man. And at the end of it, you come to the conclusion money isn't real, and then that's when you go crazy into crypto, and you're like, it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. So
Really
I'm
is.
pretty sure everyone Tinex understands that, and at least with the Tinex ecosystem, gives you a fair shot, in my opinion. And not only we have development, we have a lot of excitement coming in. We're getting out to other communities, and I think once we have all these projects launch, we got AlienX today. Oh yeah, let me shout out a few projects before we leave. So AlienX launched today. We got Lotus on the 26th. Morpheus is going to be coming right around the corner. Launch it hasn't been expected, but please, Morpheus is going to be a phenomenal protocol. Definitely want you guys to
Yep.
check that out. Am I missing any guys? Those are the only two that come to mind. We got X28. That's going to be right around the corner as well. We got potential Shogun. That might change the name.
Warp.
Jake Sharp's going to be launched to that. Warp is coming out.
Matrix.
Matrix, yes. Mike Dean's got the Matrix coming out. This is going to be a phenomenal protocol. We got Goat X coming out. It's going to be building on top of Inferno. Shout out to Irish Crypto. So that was like 7. Dang, I missed a lot.
Family
Of
right
Viper,
there.
Viper, the wheel, scale. I'm cheating. I have the hub.
Okay.
Oh, and
okay,
Phoenix
so,
Protocol. Phoenix Protocol is Kalem's. That's that
Yes.
new streamer. He's starting the Phoenix Protocol.
Did he announce everything behind the protocol yet?
All I see is that
I
it's
know
up
what it
on
is.
TitanX Hub. So I talk
Okay.
with him a little bit off stream, and I will shut my mouth and not give up anything.
Yeah, I spoke with him about Phoenix a couple weeks ago, and you know, just first off, Caleb, he's a new streamer. Actually, let me pull up his Twitter real quick. But this kid built a phenomenal protocol on top of TitanX. He's getting into streaming. He's really ambitious, and he's got my full support. And I definitely want to get him on live stream one day. But you guys get a chance, follow him because he's going to be putting up the Phoenix protocol. He's getting a lot of help from Mike, and I think this is one that every single one of you guys should be checking out because the utility is very different from what we've seen in the past. So shout out to Caleb and then Baby Dragon X. They're also coming out with their scale protocol. So that is actually launching as well. They're getting through the marketing. This is also another layer 2 to the Baby Dragon X protocol, and I believe it's going to be a layer 3 to Dragon X. So this is something to keep your eye on. Shout out to the Baby Dragon X community. And then Irish Crypto right here. He's going to get Goat X out, and so we're going to get more details about what's coming out with here. But please, you know, check out Irish Crypto at Irish Crypto 4. Phenomenal protocol. He's going to come out. It's going to build on top of Inferno. Okay, so
That's
we got
the Inferno Boys Club right there, bro.
yes,
Ali's
sir.
launching X Wars.
X Wars, yes, Ali, our boy Ali.
So
has
much.
X Wars coming out.
Fucking hell. I love it.
Let's go.
Yes. Yes, sir. So I think we got all the projects
great
there.
picture.
That was a lot. That was like 8. That was probably 8 or 9 new ones coming out. So really excitement. And hey, like I said, if you're in the Tinex community, if there's a new protocol coming out, please show your support. You don't necessarily have to get into every single new protocol, but the best thing you can do is show your support, put positivity out in the universe. Because as a wise man once said, named Goo God, it always comes right back at to you guys. So guys, that's it for the live stream. Any last words from anyone on the panel?
Yeah. You said you don't have to take part in everything, but I'll tell you what, I will say, put a little bit of something and just a little bit of something in every one of them because you never know which one's popping off, and hardly any of these things happen. So you never know. Not financial advice. Do what you will. We're just guys all talking, but I would, experiment a little bit, but you may need more fresh powder. Don't use your TitanX. Get more.
Yes, sir. What about you, Jake? Any last words, my man?
I'm actually kind of curious. This is just like a panel question. What percentage of your TitanX portfolio isn't built on TitanX and TitanX? I'm around 70% built on TitanX, 30% TitanX.
I'm
Goo God,
28%. Go ahead.
I'm actually 50-50 to be honest with you, because everything that I put inside the protocols, I bought it all back because it just mentally it wasn't doing well for me. I did not like seeing my TitanX not be there. So I just rather let these protocols play out, do what they're gonna do, and still have that initial TitanX. So I allocated more capital. So I'm actually 50-50.
Mo?
Oh,
I
sorry,
don't have any liquid whatsoever. The only way I can get liquid Titan X is for my Blaze payouts, the 369 payout, and then buy more with the Ethereum. All my Titan X is still in miners or staked. I have a bunch of Dragon X, but then if you ask me the total allocation of all of it, at least 50% built on Titan X.
Chaos?
At least.
So me and Trey, it's about 28% in Titan X and then about 72% in the bill on Titan X protocol. But that 28% was from where we initially started. So we do the ratio trading really well. And our goal is to get more Titan X, but I'm also looking at protocols like Dragon X, Inferno, Blaze, Helios, and now I'm getting to the point where I want to be whales in every single one of these protocols. So
Exactly.
I think it comes into it's a really hard approach, but me, Gugod, and Trey, we're degens at heart. We know how to like really look at markets. We know how to get our initial out. We know what's going to click, what ain't going to click, and we always have we got Viber Finance up in here. What's up, brother? How we doing? So
Let's
when it
go, my
Yes, sir.
Chad. Yo, how you feeling, man? Yo, I appreciate that. My brother is sick over there and still jumped on stream with us. Let's go, AlienX Chad.
Bro, I saw you
Good to
guys
see you, my
on
man.
here. I
You
can't even
muted,
afford
bro.
a
You can't
transaction
hear
on-
you.
Can't hear me?
Oh, he's good. I can hear him. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, it's good.
Can you hear him?
Bro,
Yeah, you're good. You're
you
good.
broke ETH. I can't even do a
Maybe it's me.
transaction. 101 Gwei right now.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
but hey-
congrats on the launch.
Oh, now I can hear
Appreciate
you.
it, man.
Let's go. Clean,
Yeah,
baby,
right.
clean.
Let's
yeah,
go.
so just to finish up with what I was saying earlier, when it comes to how we trade and whatnot, we always get our initial out, and then we have like a profit taking strategy, and we used it a little bit for Titan X, and I got to a point where my ratio went from 28% to 72%, and then now I'm more focused on looking at a lot of these protocols and judging it based off of who's the face behind it and how they're going to promote it. And I think every single protocol in Titan X has a really good team, has a really good face behind it, and that's who I mainly bet on is founders. Memecoins are just one thing. If you know how to trade them, you'll do really, really well. Most people don't, but when it comes to a clear-cut project protocol with a face behind it, works all across the board. So,
And you know something interesting that Jake said like a day or two ago. If you was to get into these protocols first day, first week, and just hold for like 3 or 4 months, you would have done better than pretty much everybody, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty
Facts.
extreme because I have an extremely long-term mindset. So usually when I get a position, I don't do anything. I just hold it.
yeah.
Yeah, and I've done
Yeah,
very
I
well
mean-
doing that.
And if you think about it, everything's paired to Titan X. So let's say hypothetically Titan X would do 100x, all these other protocols would do it. And if each of these, and with some of these protocols where they have like a burn design, so if Titan X would do 100x, and then that said protocol has a burn through Titan X, and let's say there's no mint period or mint phase, then the growth of that's going to be exponential. So you actually get a higher ROI being in some of these altcoins, depending on each project, not financial advice. So,
Oh yeah, I made most of the gains through build on Titan X, and I'm still holding the positions. Titan X
yeah,
has done very well, but build on Titan X has done even better.
yeah. So,
Yeah. Hey, to
I-
follow up on that, I was looking at the Titan X hub just to check, and I was like, oh, I have everything. I hold every single protocol. I'll take it back. I'll be honest. I don't think I have a NFT for Titans of Battle, but I might. I don't know. At this
Well,
point, I have so many damn wallets. I might have one of those. But I have
gotta go
every
mint
single.
one.
I have Hyper, Hydra, Helios, Volt, Inferno, Flux, Awesome X, Baby Dragon X, Legend X, Blaze, Tink, Element 280, Ouroboros, and now AlienX. I got them all.
You got Jake X?
yeah.
I do have JakeX, actually. I have $20 in JakeX.
Dude, you're like
And it didn't
you're
start as
like
funny.
listen, the Mo, you're like the main guy for Jake X. They have you like in every marketing video. Like you're the face of Jake X at this point.
There's some funny videos they're putting out. I had
Yeah.
to do one where I literally
They
just
are.
highlighted the bunch that I saw. They put me in a California Love video. Like that's the highlight of my life. That's it. I'm done. Fucking retire. I'm in a Tupac song.
That's what
They
you
make the best
You made
memes,
it.
bro. They surely do, man. They funny as hell.
Oh yeah, and don't forget Ouroboros.
Yeah, Ouroboros, yeah.
I said
Yeah,
it.
we give
I
them
have
a
Ouroboros.
special shout out. Well,
Same.
no, it's as a special shout out.
Yo,
That's
so
another
how do you
protocol
even
that just
say this?
launched.
Because I only heard Jake say it, and he says Ouroboros. So how do you say it in English?
That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Ouroboros?
My
I think
girlfriend
it's
calls it.
Ouroboros, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my girlfriend.
Ouroboros.
right.
I was saying outer
Ouroboros.
boroughs, so
Well, you can
Hey,
call,
if
you
you
can
make
call
a
it
bunch of
whatever.
money, you can call it whatever you want.
Yeah,
Is that
exactly.
like a Greek god or something?
Nah, it's a dragon or a dragon or a snake that eats itself.
Oh,
So they use it in a lot of
okay.
like mythology and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. I had no idea that existed. Yeah, I'm looking at it right
Croc
now.
made a
Ancient
beautiful
symbol.
one for me
It's,
yesterday.
it's like an
gotta be a
infinite,
British thing.
infinite loop.
Oh, okay. Look, I'll show you guys. It'll make sense when I show you the photo. Because like when I saw that name, I was wondering, and you got like the snake and then the loop, the infinity symbol, number 8. There you go. There's the hidden meaning.
oh, that's tough, bro.
That's sick.
Yeah. That makes sense. And it's symbol of serpent, dragon, eating its own tail, representing the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. So
Is that
I
their
like that. That's pretty
logo?
clever.
Check this out. Brock did this
No.
one.
If that's not their
Brock did that
logo,
one for
Jake,
me
reach out
yesterday.
to them and tell them to rebrand immediately, bro.
Hey, but he has a good logo. You'll see it when you go to the ORX site.
Yeah, let me see if I
It's
can
nice.
find it.
It launched yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't been able to catch up with anything yet. I've been so busy with AlienX.
Yeah, here we go. I got the logo right here. I mean, it kind of has it. Just like it's like the dragon with the 8,
Yeah, it's
and
there.
then I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, no, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
That's legit. That's legit.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, that's nice. What's the symbol
that's pretty
mean?
clever.
Hopefully it means Ouroboros and not like, stupid American.
Or like back room or something like that.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I'm
people
convinced.
just
I'm absolutely convinced that happens all the time.
that happens all the time, bro. People will pick the letter just because it looks cool, but it'll mean something like, ladies' restroom. And you're like, what? It looks cool.
I love this. I love it. Love it. Love it. So cool. Hey, Good God, any last words before we start wrapping up?
I'm good, bro. AlienX is live. AlienTech.win. Mint. Let's go.
Yes, sir. And we'll move over to Adam. Hey, man, you came at a good time. We're actually wrapping up, but I know you've been doing some work with Morpheus. I know you have something called, I believe it was called like Titan Party. You got a lot going on, man. Can you just give us a quick breakdown?
Yeah, bro. Morpheus, you guys know about that. It's definitely coming very soon. Just getting some things finished up on the back end. The website is going to be awesome. And it's definitely not just going to be one thing. There's a lot coming after that. So it'll be really exciting. And the Titan Party with Steve DeFi, we all were able to see what Matty Allen did with the Pulse and Hex parties and meetups and conferences, and how beneficial that was, and how good of a time people had just being there in person, all meeting each other. So I feel like we need to bring that to this community. So Steve and I are going to try to organize that. We're figuring out the best way to make a good protocol around it, not just a meme coin. Jake has some good input to it a week or so ago. So that'll be coming here at the white paper in the next couple weeks. So we're gonna hopefully, after having 100x or more, have some money to be able to come see each other and upgrade a little bit. So having a nice conference, having some good speakers there, doing it professionally, I think we can kind of set the trend moving forward for crypto communities and meetups and stuff like that. No one else is really doing it. So if we could kind of put a brand behind it and get the right speakers there, I think it'd be a good thing.
Love it, man. Love it, man. And hey, shout out to you for all your hard work. In-person meetups are extremely important, guys. Please follow Viper Finance. Please show your support because this is the type of marketing and branding we need to grow the Tinex ecosystem. So good stuff, my man. And then the Mo is abducted. So first off, how's being abducted by AlienX? And then second off, do you have any last words?
They are treating me well. Yeah, everything's good, man. This is so exciting to be a part of. What's the new number we're at right now?
I got it right here.
AlienX, we're at 235 billion aliens on this planet right now. That's nuts. We're not even one day into it. We're not even half a day into it.
What was the supply coming out today? Like 500, you said?
No, it's wait.
On
Tinex?
Oh, Tinex. Yeah.
618 billion.
Yeah, you're a third
Wow.
of the way there.
So a third of it already almost won.
Third of it went
awesome,
into this.
Bro.
We want it all.
That's what I mean.
We want.
Yep,
If
and
we
mind
get
you,
1
guys,
trillion.
mind you, gas fees are high right now, and we've only been live for 4 hours and 13 minutes. 888. Look at that.
But yeah, but that's a shit number. That's like 4. So just say we've been live for 3.8 plus X hours.
There you go. 3.8 hours. There you go.
Love it. Good stuff, man. And Trey, any last words, my man?
Hey, man. So first off, I just want to say thanks to all of you guys for showing up today. This is a poppin' live stream. We got touched on all sorts of different things. 1,300 people in here right now. If that doesn't go show, like, as a testament to the strength of the Titan community for people to show up at noon on a Thursday, 1,300 of us, whether you're sitting in your cubicle waiting for 100X so that you can tell your boss that you're ready to get the hell out. And, it's so awesome just to be here with you guys. So first, just saying thanks to the guys in the room for your support. We wouldn't be able to be here where we are today without you guys' support and without this synergistic growth that we've had over this last year. So really excited about the anniversary of Titan coming up. Really cool to hear things like Titan Party. I personally was speaking at a conference last week. I said this on last live stream. I was talking to a guy who's been immersed in TradFi for the last 20 years, and he's innovating on that side, the VC side. And I got a chance to talk to him about Titan for a minute, and it blew his mind. And he wanted to know more, and he wanted in because, like us, the guys who've been immersed in DeFi, even as far as like Chris and I have been in some of the craziest like minor protocols, like the most ruggish of environments. People are sick of that throughout DeFi and TradFi alike. And so I think I am always a forward thinking guy. I don't like to spend a lot of time ruminating on the future, but I do see the future of Titan creeping its way into the traditional finance realms, and there being speakers and people shaking hands in cross-pollinating with groups that we may not necessarily be thinking about right now. We are in the underground, and when this thing sprouts, people are going to want a taste of its goodness. They're going to want some of the fruit. That magnetism is going to continue to amplify, and people will be continued to be drawn towards what we are building here. The ethos remains intact. Everything is solid. So all I got to say is thank you for those forward-thinking ideas and motives. And, shout out again, Lotus, Morpheus, Ouroboros, Warp, Matrix, Godex, Viper, The Will, X28, Tink, Legend X, Scale. The list goes on and on. The X Wars. These guys are no dummies. These are some of the smartest people in the world, all coming into the same place, brought together by magnetism, brought together by purpose. So can't be more excited to be here. I am the big thinker, big picture type guy. So these are the types of rants you get from me. I don't have to be so technical. Chris is technical. I get to look at things through a different lens, which is beautiful. So just want to give a shout out to all the audience members. Appreciate you for joining the verse. That's all I've got.
I want to give one shout out real quick too. To the Accelerate team, man. These guys are phenomenal, bro. If you have an idea, and you really want to make something happen, man, reach out to them. These guys, they're divine, basically, when it comes to this crypto thing and building, bro. This Accelerate team is phenomenal, man. These are my bros for life now, man. So definitely, 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 if you're trying to build, you reach out to them.
I agree, man. And, you know, please follow them, continue to support them. They got new products coming out. And once we get AlienX rolled out, I believe they're going to be working on GoatX. So that's going to be another fun protocol for you guys to check out, and it gets into the Inferno ecosystem. And lastly, all I want to say is, guys, please follow every single person on this panel. They put in so much time and work behind this ecosystem. The more you the more you engage with their tweets, their comments, and everything they do, the more people hear about AlienX, and the stronger the community becomes, the more growth we get. Until then, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.